Hello and welcome to another episode of Silver and Steel. It is us, your Tuesday night crew, ready to bring you the last little dregs of Halloween, really, with today's chronicle. Thank you so much for joining us today. We've got a great show planned for you, but before we get into it, let's go ahead and introduce our intrepid band of players as well as who they are playing. Take it away, B. Dave.
B. Dave Walters, I say words about things. If you voted, you are a hero. Thank you for doing it. And I play Freely, the luckiest halfling.
Amazing. Lauren.
Hi, I'm Lauren Urban. I play Orkira Eldrex, your dragonborn cleric, who's not upset at all.
She sounds upset, though. Are you sure? Has she tried smiling?
I'm totally fine. Absolutely fine. Everything's fine.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Hope LaVelle. You can, today I am playing Penelope Halfpint, your friendly halfling druid Circle of the Moon.
Well, we want to know who you are, too, though.
Oh, that's me. I'm Hope LaVelle.
Jen?
I am Jen Kretchmer. I am playing your friendly neighborhood cleric, elf, wizard, friend, diviner, Alyndra.
I just played my first cleric the other day, and I thought of you and Lauren so much.
Aww.
What kind of cleric?
Yeah.
Domain of War.
Ooh.
Yeah, she was inspired by the Adeptus Sororitas from Warhammer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you have fun?
I never realized how much they can bring the hammer down when there was a lot of because I've never played a cleric before, and with Domain of War, there was a lot of little bits where someone was like, I'm going to do this. And I use my action to be like, no, you don't. This person gets plus 10 to AC. And they're like, I'm going to do this. It misses. No, you don't. That gets plus 10 to the roll. That was really cool. It was really cool to be like, nope, that doesn't happen. This happens instead.
Anytime I'm in a group that needs both a tank and a healer, War Cleric's what I play.
Oh, yeah.
I got you, fam. Don't worry about it.
Tempest clerics too.
Because
Tempest clerics can literally bring the thunder.
Yep.
I mean, they are beasts.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I definitely smote some people.
Nice.
Todd?
I am Todd Kenreck. I play Avren, the Great Deceiver.
Accurate.
I am the Great Deceiver.
Is there a reference that went over my head?
No, I think a song lyric came into my head and I had to, and there we go. I'm sorry.
Probably loosely a Sauron. That's to call back to the Similarian. But I don't know. My brain is weird.
All right. And last but not least, Meagan.
Hello, everyone. I will be playing Sofieus tonight, your friendly buttery artificer. And I have been tinkering something special for you all. It is a birdhouse of Avren's soul. Insert the coin into the coin slot. Wind up the crank as you scream whatever negative emotion you're having into the birdhouse, and the birdhouse will eat your negative thought. And in return, it'll spit out a chocolate Avren coin.
Artifice therapist. Artificer therapister.
It's UA.
And as always, I am Jasmine, that Bronze Girl Bhullar, your DM for this amazing campaign. I think it's amazing. Today, we're going to be continuing our adventures through Halloween Land. But before we do, I think we have some fan art. I totally forgot where I was going with that, Will. I'm so sorry.
Nope, you got this. We're going to continue the vote thing. So +1 pen of smiting all day. If you asked, they would just draw your character saying, hey, go vote. And so there's Orkira. I asked because
I missed that.
It makes me happy. So yes, hopefully you've already voted and now you're here and we get to have a little bit of fun doing other things. But so thank you. +1 pen of smiting. I'm always happy to get your drawings. And then
look at that beak.
I know, right? And then we got a Sofieus from Sours.
It's so much more badass than I actually am, and I love the cast iron skillet. It is my weapon of choice.
Look at that hair flowing,
good.
And
those are hair goals.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, she looks amazing. So yeah,
that is great.
Love
see
it.
them on
Thank you.
Twitter. So Sours. And then I'm
I'm
doing
sorry,
a bad
what was
job.
that name again?
Saweyers.
No, but how would you pronounce it?
I would pronounce it in a way that I've already said a couple of times, and I'm not going to say again because I'm probably going to butcher it. I'm not angry at all. Hey, we also had a Night of Frights trailer done by TTRPG Gifts, which we won't play the whole thing. Go to TTRPG Gifts on Twitter and watch. They basically turned our episode last week into a movie trailer, and it's amazing.
Oh.
I didn't see this.
Yes,
Yeah, how did I
Awesome.
not get tagged in this? What?
Oh,
what?
Megan,
We can't watch the whole thing?
you are in for
mean,
such a treat.
Yeah, you definitely need to, because
okay.
it is
Oh, Alyndra.
amazing. It's such a perfectly edited little trailer. So go take a look at that. Also, maybe vote. And then out of nowhere, we started getting fan art from our customer service. People have been sending in fan art to customer service. I've had customer service people at
Really?
D&D Beyond being like, I have fan art for you.
Oh.
So this is
Oh
from
my
Edit
gosh.
Inkwell.
That's too good.
Who was super excited to draw all the monster children.
I love it.
Yeah,
They're so delightful. And is that Machete in the corner?
that's Machete in the corner. I am
Oh,
little bow.
Losing their religion.
I love the pants. I
Aw.
love like the little overall pantsuit thing that the one with the bow is wearing. Like the
Really? I
eyeball
thought that
with the
was
wings.
a child.
It is a
No.
child.
Sorry, the child. The child.
I deeply object to you making me make a perception check to see if I noticed something was up with that.
The cookies were very distracting.
I
And then,
realize Int is my dump stat, but come on.
and then this is from Passivar, who not only gave us Mo, the child, but made a stat block for them, which is amazing. So there you go. You can go check out all of that amazing fan art. And if you want to send us fan art, what I recommend is that you send it to us through a social media channel and then tag either D&D Beyond or hashtag Silver and Steel, because our lovely customer service people, they're awesome, but they're answering questions. So send it to us there, message us there, and we would love to put it up on the front of our show. But thank you, and at least I can say that the person who got it from customer service had a nice laugh. So
We need to make a children's book called Avren and His Lesser Demons. Just like a Christmas Carol thing.
A handy
I think
guide
there's,
to
I think there's an
smiting.
entire psychological book that's been written called Avren and His Demons.
It's true.
Oh,
But they're all super fun.
No one said it had to be a bad psychiatric tome of knowledge. It's how to function when you
Yeah.
how to deal with your demons when you're summoning demons.
yes, facing your demons while you summon demons.
With your demons.
With your demons. While
Yo,
you
dog,
use your
yo.
demons to summon your demons.
I heard you like demons. Yep.
Incept demons.
Recap. What did we do last week? Last week right. That's where I derailed myself because I was like, I need to remember to mention the legendary bundle before I do the recap, and then I forgot it again. But now I'm back to it. I'm on top of things today. Every single time myself or one of the cast members rolls a nat 20 on the show, someone in the audience has a chance of winning a legendary bundle from D&D Beyond. So stay tuned for that. And you know, that'll either be great or terrible, depending on who's rolling for what. Also, because we're still in the second half of our Halloween game, Halloween is not dead yet. We have interesting rules for when people roll doubles. So that'll be fun. Currently, our lucky boy Freely is a Murloc, which is to me very, very
How dare you? I hate those things.
And yet you're
Yeah.
so good at that noise. You're
Because
just
you know your
amazing
enemy.
at it.
That's why. Because I heard it so many times. That's
Remember the
But you're
April Fools where
halflings.
everything on the website that you would click made the Murloc sound? It was like the first April Fool's Day after WoW came out, I think.
Wow.
It was so cruel. It was so cruel.
You know, I hadn't even thought of that, but like I do remember that now. I haven't thought about it for a long time. And then one other year they added a Clippy that was like, "Hey, I see you're on the forums. Would you like to go to the armory?" And you're just like,
Oh.
why are you doing this? And I was like, why does World of Warcraft have the best ways to troll people? But here we
It's
are.
also where Pandarans came from.
Yeah, like
Oh,
pandas.
yeah. The joke.
It was Pandaran Express.
Then they went too far.
So
did.
what
It did.
happened last week on Silver and Steel? Our adventurers awoke to some
Transformations.
Shenanigans.
interesting ailments, one could say. And they have currently undertaken a mission to help obtain 2 pieces of candy in the hopes that these candies will then reverse some of these. Wait, did I tell you that or did I just spoil what happened?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's
super
just
spoiled it because we were
super
just
spoiled
after
the whole
this dude's
plot line.
pumpkin head.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
no,
just
that's
looking
what
for
we were
pumpkin
doing.
head.
Oh,
It was
we
in
knew we
the-
were given a poem that told us we could undo it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right,
and that
Yes,
if
We had to
would go-
find the things to help us. Yeah.
Yep, and
Yes.
we'd get candy, and if
Yeah,
At
Alyndra
the end
is
of the
a-
last episode, you told us that.
Alyndra is a
Yes.
specter. B-Dave is a fish man.
No, he's like a baby Murloc. He's the cute Murloc.
Oh,
No, it's
Uh,
we're going full shape of water over
Orkira's
here.
got some Jekyll and hiding going on.
I'm fine. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm
Penelope's-
absolutely fine.
Penelope's become a little bit wolfy.
I
That's so
think
cute.
Avren, I think Avren's a hag, but is convinced he's a troll.
Yeah.
and has his hand sitting on his shoulder because
Uh-huh.
it's been
Yeah.
removed from
I
his
keep
body.
trying to cut my head
Sophius
off.
keeps putting concealer over the wart that
Yep.
I'm assuming is on his nose or his chin.
I mean,
Yeah,
there is a lot of
'cause-
crossover between a hag and a troll. There's a lot that you can pull from both.
And Sophius is finally a vampire because Avren got to her. You know, that's
Yeah.
that's Freely's opinion on it. You know,
So Penelope, I love you, but you smell terrible. Why do you smell so terrible all of a sudden?
I think I smell great.
It's like
Oh,
a wet.
right.
It's like a wet dog,
But the most adorable wet dog.
but the most adorable wet dog. Like I want to give you a bath and cuddle you, but you still stink.
Mm.
So I'm trying to re-enter because I think when we ended, everybody was
Did we roll a
in
trailer?
initiative. We need to roll the trailer.
Okay. I
Yeah.
was
So
like, time has no meaning.
we
Yeah,
were.
we're-
Yeah.
we're improvising. This is the beat poetry of show running here. Yes.
Well, I just realized like I have to re-input the initiative, which thankfully Jen saved.
I
for
have
me.
logged. Yeah. Do you have
Yes.
it? Okay.
Yes. So we do have that. So yes, our adventurers were in a pumpkin patch. They have just found the head of the headless horseman, and we're trying to extract it when a number of pumpkins came to life and sort of entrapped / entangled the party. Now, 2 of you are free. I think there is 1 pumpkin that has been damaged quite a bit by Freely's freezing breath. But there seems to be more movement on the horizon, I think, is where we had landed.
yeah,
um,
we destroyed 3 of them because I couldn't talk anymore, but I gave the head to Orkira and was like
Yeah.
waving her off.
Yeah. Right as you saw some some movement in the patch. I don't think we have exited initiative order yet, but I know we were at the top of initiative, I think. So sounds good to me. And with that, hit the trailer, Will.
Follow the raven's call as darkness begins to fall. To test your faith, it's time for the diamonds to break and choose whose side you will take. Give in to the powers revealed and come make a deal with your silver
That's a terrible sound.
And yet amazing.
Yes, when we come back, Freely is making the sound. Freely, you just handed the pumpkin head to Orkira. Orkira, I believe you had just landed.
I had because I took a lot of frost to the face, and so I'm freezing with a pumpkin.
Yeah, you haven't quite taken back off into the air. Just for the audience, where's everybody at physically?
I am physically down in the pumpkin patch, unconscious.
I'm trying to remember how that happened.
I don't remember. Like, I think I got pumpkined pretty hard.
I'm cold. I feel really cold all of a sudden.
But he did inflict a lot of damage on himself, cutting off his own hand and trying to cut off his own head, and then the pumpkin hit him, and then I think I breath
Here we
weaponed
go. Here we
everybody.
go. Just blame
Yeah, the end of it
me.
was Freely's chili blast.
Yeah, the chili blast was the final.
Mhm.
I mean, I hope my hand's still alive. At least that can carry on.
Does anybody remember how much damage I took from that? This is what I get for playing Sofieus outside of Silver and Steel.
I know you took the brunt of it because the only reason I saved out of it was because Alyndra foresaw that I shouldn't get killed by it. So I
feel like I was around, I don't know,
It was
30?
4 or 5 D10, so it hit pretty hard.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I took 8, so you might have taken 16. Like,
You know what,
I took a
Chat?
I think you're
significant-
right.
I'm like, Chad, if
That
anyone,
sounds
I know
right.
you guys were here with us.
If
If
anyone
anybody in chat
remembers.
remembers, feel free to tell us.
So I went from 45 to 29.
That makes sense because I'm
That
at
sounds about
32.
right.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
All right. Good enough.
But the emotional damage of being frozen by Freely, who should know better.
And Freely does look very Murloc-like right now.
In my defense,
Yeah, you keep saying that. But you need to, I mean, I don't speak that. And Alyndra's over there. So you're, and Orkira's just going to try to give you a high five.
Hey, Avren, do I feel a little colder than the last 2 hours?
You're just talking to a dead body.
I don't think he's gonna answer.
Yeah, I'm still trying to remember.
Oh.
Avren? Hello?
Uh,
So does anyone think
Avren?
that we should just grab the head and go back to the?
We're trying.
Yes, and it is actually
Just straight
Penelope's
back.
turn because I think did the blast just go off?
Yeah.
Or okay, so we had just finished Freely's turn. So Penelope, you are next in initiative. You see Orkira, like that Saint out of the Shining, holding the pumpkin, icicles in her dragon nostrils. And you also see some rumbling and movement in your peripheral.
I'm gonna turn towards that moving. Is it a pumpkin?
You can see something rolling towards you. But you've seen them move before and you know they're not very fast. But they are treacherous when they get in close.
Well, then I can't let that happen. Penelope is gonna scratch behind her ear, and you'll see a couple fleas kind of bounce off, and she's
Mhm.
gonna take one of the fleas, she's gonna throw it at it, and it's gonna explode into infestation.
Okay,
What?
awesome.
And so all of these like fleas and critters and worms and stuff start to erupt underneath this thing. And it has to make a constitution saving throw, or it will be moved in a random direction,
Okay.
as well as
let's see.
take some damage.
Constitution saving throw. I'm going to do this at disadvantage because these are bugs and I feel that vegetation does not
Mhm.
love pests. On the first one, I got a 17. Now rolling with disadvantage. I got a nat 20 on the second one. But
Oh,
so I got a 17 for the first one. And
Is that-
then, the second one,
Is that a
I
legendary
got a
bundle?
10. I don't know.
So is that a
Is
leg- is-
technically disadvantage? I don't know what the rules are on this.
No, it works.
That's
It does
for-
it.
Oh,
I feel
the rules are
I feel like if it was on the
Yeah,
die,
these
we've done it
rolled. It
historically.
just
Screw it,
doesn't
almost-
count toward
I almost
the
said
points.
the F word. Screw it. It's Tuesday. Yeah.
I was gonna say the rules are whatever Jasmine
Can we
says
have
goes.
the code be like F it?
I
You
think
heard her,
today's a
Mod.
day for extra generosity and kindness. Like,
Agreed.
let's go for it.
If the moderators can make that happen without the auto mod being really pissed off, then yes, we can make that happen.
EFFIT.
All of Jasmine is a mood.
F it. Okay. So with that, there is one partially damaged pumpkin that Freely hit with the frost blast. One was completely obliterated and killed. The other one does not look great. That one's a little bit closer to you, Hope. Do they both make the? Did you attack both of the pumpkins that are rolling up with infestation, or just one?
just one creature, yeah.
Just one. Okay. So with that, it's a 10, right? Yes, a 10. Doesn't. I don't think that works though. So the bugs start biting into like this like sweet little pumpkin flesh. You hear like, as it you see it start to rumble the other way. The other one continues to move towards you. Would you like to do anything else on your turn?
What was the 10 for?
That was with disadvantage.
So that was his Constitution saving throw?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Then it's going to take 9 points of poison damage.
Oh, perfect.
And it's going to be, it's going to be moved north.
North.
5 feet north.
Yeah,
of
you
me.
see it start to buzz away. And I say buzz because you see all these little things taking little bites out of it, and it starts to very slowly kind of rumble in a different direction. And then it is Alyndra's turn.
All right. Is there a way to get a fireball blast off without hurting any of our folks?
Yes, with the 2 in the distance, you definitely can. Even the one that has started to move north, these things do not move quickly, so it's not out of fireball range from the
Excellent.
second one.
Not moving quickly is a great sign for failing a dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and cast a fireball.
Okay.
I reach out, I summon the heat that Freely was not helping with, and I channel it straight into an enormous blast,
Perfect.
bursting out and charring the vines.
So that's 2 dexterity saving throws.
Yes, they need to clear 15. Oh, that's
I got a 2 and an 11. They both fail.
It's 30 points of damage.
30 points of damage. You see the fire go soaring out and start to sizzle, and these creatures shriek, and their little tendrils kind of shake in pain and anguish and fury. Would you like to do anything with the rest of your turn?
May I? Can't do a healing word there. No, there's not much near me, is there?
You're not standing far from Orkira and the others. I know Penelope has moved up, but I think everyone else is still kind of close and around you.
Right, I think I'm fine where I am then, so I think I'm all right.
Okay, perfect. Avren, make a death saving throw.
Oh.
Yay! Yeah, this is how it starts. It's this straight up 1d20. Right?
If I cast guidance, which I can't do, never mind. I lied.
That is a 9.
Okay. You start to see Avren's face kind of go from that vibrant green it was to an ashy green. The pumpkin that is closest to the group of you that Freely hit with that first sort of frosty breath takes its turn now. It had turned the area into difficult terrain using its entangling vines. It looks pretty weak. It's going to lash out at you, Orkira, since you're, I believe, the closest to it, given your positioning.
Okay. As it does, I'm gonna go. No, not the pumpkin, and I'll cast Warding Flare, so it has disadvantage on this attack.
Okay, perfect.
I don't know where I'm supposed to put a flare in front of a pumpkin, but here we go. I'm gonna make pumpkin pie.
With a 9, I don't think it hits.
I don't think so. I know I'm not wearing armor, but I don't think my AC is.
I don't think your AC is 9.
I gotta double check. No, it is not 9. I'm good.
It lashes out like a viney tendril at you, and as this flaming phoenix goes up, it recoils its hand in fear after seeing its friends roasted into pumpkin pie by a fireball. And then it is your turn, Orkira.
How far away is Avren from me?
Very close.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, you were all kind of in the same cone, which is why you all got hit.
It was bad. It was really cold. I'm gonna walk on over to Avren. I got the pumpkin under one hand. It's gonna take me a second to light my other hand because of frost. Thanks, really. All right, I got this. And I will cast healing, I will cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level on Avren because nope, no dying before we're all cured of whatever's going on. You get 10 health back.
Hey,
Welcome back.
I'm cold and hot. I'm hot and cold at the same time. What happened?
There was a lot of heat and a lot of cold. Get up and we gotta get out of here. And then what's left of enemy pumpkins
There are two that just got fireballed to bejesus and back, and they're in the distance. They're out of melee range. There is one that is not far from where you were.
Okay. I will take whatever movement I have and fly up like 10 feet just to get out of the grasping vines and keep this pumpkin head safe. Are we going now? I think we got the thing. Can we just go? Yeah, the Murloc says we should go.
Yeah. Well, can we keep one of the pumpkins? They're cute.
No.
I've got one.
What? Oh, you got. Well, that one looks like it belongs to somebody. I mean, we could probably convert this one to like good. You know.
They just tried to kill you.
Yeah. Well, lots of people do that.
We can come back later once there's not animated pumpkins.
Hold on, I'm writing down my address so they can find me later. I leave it behind. So, like, bye, pumpkins.
Been so glad that I'm not staying with you.
That hurts.
And with that is Sophia's turn. Sophius, you see this like pumpkin on the ground that's like grasping, or that was grasping weakly at Orkira. It now has a post-it note stuck to its head with your address on it.
Well, I don't think that we are going to have any unexpected pumpkin visitors. Unfortunately, Avren, I'm going to try something a little bit different. I have these hollowed out lead balls from my blunderbuss. I'm going to fill them with lava and cast Scorching Ray.
Okay.
At 2 pumpkin targets, you can actually target 3 different targets if I use my arcane firearm. So I'll just do 2.
Awesome. So you go ahead and do you want to do 2 individual targets, or do you want to shoot both at the pumpkin that's closest to you?
I will roll to hit them individually.
Okay.
Whichever one is closest, I'll roll to hit that one first.
Perfect. Go for it.
Sure.
You just need to beat a 13.
12.
The first, fire ray goes wide. The post-it note on the pumpkin kind of distracts you. And then you shoot the second one. Go ahead and roll for the second one.
The second one's 11. Oh, that's okay. I have another target.
Okay, perfect.
So I'll roll again. So maybe I'll get one of them. 19.
That one hits.
Yay.
Perfect. Roll damage.
All right.
I'm a fan of all this fire.
Like a burning pumpkin patch.
Yeah.
Smoldering pumpkins. So 13 for damage.
Okay. 13. You see your laser just shoot right through this pumpkin in a searing thing, and you see it like kind of frown.
Oh, the poor little thing. I also have a little present for the other one.
Gregor, no!
And what is your present for the other one?
Also, my present for the other one is a very tall cannon on hairy, spindly spider legs. This is a force ballista.
Perfect.
So I have to make a ranged spell attack originating from the cannon at one creature or object within 120 feet of it.
Are you using your bonus action for this?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
So that's a 2d8 force damage. If the target is a creature, it is pushed up to 5 feet away from the cannon.
Okay.
So let's see how we do here.
You got this, spider cannon.
Thank you. 13.
13, yeah, that hits. Perfect. Go ahead and roll damage.
We believe in you, Spider Cannon.
You can do it, Spider Cannon.
Actually, I messed up. I rolled damage before I rolled to hit.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and roll to hit. So it'll be 13. Wait, what was the number? I think you said 13. So
do you have to roll to hit for a cannon?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
For that one, yeah.
Okay. Thank you. 10.
Oh, so these the cannonball goes flying wide, and Grigor, as his name is now, rolls out of the way very cinematically and blows a raspberry at you as it readies its tentacles for another attack.
Don't be so smug, Gregor. I'm going to get you.
The 2 that are in the distance, let's see here. I'm going to do I feel like the bug thing was really creative. So I'm going to do
that was really creative.
Fear saving throw. I got a nat 1 on it. So one of the pumpkins continues rolling away from the bugs. Penelope wants nothing to do anymore. It has left the battlefield, for lack of a better term. The other one will take its full movement to roll forward towards you. It moves very slowly, and it's not quite in striking range, but it does cast its entangling vines. Vines just burst out of the ground within a 15-foot square, not too far from where it is, within 30 feet of it. Make a DC 13 strength saving throw.
Ding, ding. 3.
So the vines wrap themselves around your ankles. You don't take any damage, but you can't move. However, you can use an action on your turn to reattempt that using an athletics check and try to get out. Freely, it is your turn. You are still a murloc. In this state, you have a 30-foot sort of movement speed, 90-foot swim speed. Pretty
Very useful in a pumpkin
crazy.
patch.
And you also have a leap.
That's good to know. Does my breath weapon recharge on a
Yes.
5 or 6, or
Yes.
is it once a day?
Yeah,
or
roll a
how's it-
d6 on a 5 or 6. It recharges.
I do not
Okay.
has it back.
You still have a multi
So
attack.
are there in? Yes. So a couple questions. Are there clearly hostiles in the immediate
Yes.
vicinity? Are any of them near Avren? Because I know he's beat up.
No, Avren has started, I believe, to move away from Grigor. As long as he doesn't go back, he's fine. Which might
Okay.
be
Wait, we have a named pumpkin? If we have a named
Yes.
boss mob, like, I mean, if there's a nameplate over
now
it,
there
like, it's
is.
about to
There's
get lit
a
up.
post-it note on it with Avren's
Right.
address and Grigor written on it.
No, I will expressly take this away from him just because, like, I'm saving Avren from himself. Okay.
I dive in front of it.
At this point, it looks like burnt parchment paper from when I attacked it.
Yeah, it's rough. It doesn't look so great.
You know
can
what?
actually smell the pumpkin in the air.
In keeping with the theme of this, I'm not gonna smite or a green flame blade. I am just gonna claw bite this
Okay,
time.
go for it.
Which is, I mean, I presumably my same modifiers.
To attack, yes, your modifiers are the same. Your damage on
Okay.
your claws are 2d8 plus 6, and on your bite is 1d10 plus 3.
At a 13, a 14, and a
All
17.
3 of those attacks hit.
Hey, so the damage was what now?
2d8
Sorry.
plus 6 on the claws, and then 1d10 plus 3
Ooh.
on the bite.
I got some strong claws. Hang on. I'm just gonna write this down myself. 2d8 plus 3. And then 1d10 plus what? Sorry.
1d10 plus 3.
3. And then I guess, can you just give me the breath weapon now, and I'll have all 3 and not have to bug you again?
The breath weapon is a DC, what is it, 15 dexterity saving throw. And it was 3d10 damage.
Wow.
That sounds about right because it was bad.
Okay,
It was
perfect.
bad.
But at
Also-
the same time, now that it's the top of your turn, there's a little bit of
Yes.
trade-off for this. Make a Constitution saving
Mhm.
throw.
Mm.
All right. Do you want that before or after the damage?
After.
Okay. All right. So damage-wise, that is going to be 9, 18, 22, 25, 28
Perfect.
total.
As your claws and lash out at Grigor and you bite into him, he just explodes with
Oof.
pulp everywhere. And his mouth is just full of pumpkin seeds, delicious roasted
And-
pumpkin seeds from
Ooh.
Sophia's
I just-
scorching rays.
Look at Avren with just like the biggest bugged eyes. It's like pumpkin, just like.
Nice.
And then con save, you
Yep.
say?
I'm trying to scoop up what's left of Gregor. Like his little faceplate of a jack-o'-lantern.
That is a big old 11.
Ooh. Yeah, you start to feel, you're feeling really good about yourself, and then you start to feel your skin feel really, really dry. With the con save, you would take half. Without, oh, that's okay, I rolled low. You take 5 points of damage as your skin starts to, like, your gills start to burn and your skin starts to feel dry, and you get this like urge to just jump into the nearest body of water you can find. You're starting to feel, your skin almost feels tight, like it doesn't fit you anymore.
Yeah, I'm leaving. I know where the ocean is. I haven't used my movement yet. I'm out.
Okay,
Yeah. Mhm.
You see
Yeah.
Freely go running towards back towards the house with a bounding leap.
Well, I understood what
But see,
that
I don't-
meant.
I'm like, I don't know if salt water's good or bad, but we're about to find out. Yeah, that's it for me.
Penelope, it is your turn.
Okay, so is there a creature near me?
Yes, there is one that's about 10 feet away from you, and it's the one that binds you.
Okay, so can I make an action even though I'm bound?
Yes, you just can't move.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Penelope will look down and look up, and then she just will say, "How about some pesticide?" And she's going to cast poison spray at it.
Oh, very nice. Okay.
So Constitution saving throw,
Okay.
DC 13.
Oof, I got a 5.
Oh, wonderful. Then you'll take 15 points of poison damage.
15 points of poison damage. You see this like pumpkin start to shrivel and kind of like, fade away a little bit as this like, pesticide eats through it. Alyndra, it is your turn.
How many remain?
1. The other one is like rolling off into the distance with
And
bugs
it's been
chasing
wounded,
it.
correct?
Yes.
Right,
I had,
let's
for
just-
lack of a better term, said it's left the battlefield. And then there's the one that's right in front of Penelope.
Let's just finish this off here, shall we? A bell will ring out. It's going to be Toll the Dead. Wisdom 15.
Perfect. These are pumpkins, so they are not very wise.
All right.
I got a 5.
All right. And that's 2d12. So that will be 20, but I did roll 2 10s. So
As you roll 2 10s, you feel your body begin to change. You feel like whatever little grip you had on reality starts to kind of like leave you. And those of you that are used to seeing Alyndra cast her spells, notice something very strange happens, Like as she begins to cast Toll the Dead, you notice her voice starts to like change. And instead of having the strong incantations you're used to with, that she recites with conviction, you hear like a like a ghastly wailing on the wind. Alyndra, you now have the ability to vengeful glare creatures, which is you can target one creature within 30 feet of you, and you can swear vengeance against it. When this happens, that creature makes a DC 15 wisdom saving throw. On a failure, it is paralyzed until you deal damage to it. And on a success, when the paralysis ends, it is frightened of you for 1 minute. So, yeah, there's that. You also have basically you take half damage from all physical attacks, but you have difficulty casting spells now. So your voice, as it like wafts through the ether, it is very difficult for you to channel your sort of like to access the weave like you used to.
does that apply to all spells or just spells with verbal components?
Most spells with verbal components. You can
Okay.
still use somatic components.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Material components drop through your hand.
Yeah, you have, like I said, resistance to physical attacks, but unfortunately your curse affects you very differently than Freely's affects him.
I'm gonna go ahead and say I'll trade if you want to.
Yeah.
You also gain the Banshee's claws, and so you can actually channel your Banshee power to move up to 40 feet towards a creature and make a clawing attack. It has a +6 to hit with a reach of 5 feet. You make 2 clawing attacks. They each do 2d6 plus 4 slashing damage. So you can claw at a creature as well.
Okay.
But
cool.
you are now a ghost.
Yeah, there's that. Womp womp.
Oh, also, let's see if I want to give you this information. This is Freely learned the hard way. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
That would be a natural 20.
Oh,
Hey!
that's fantastic. Congratulations, someone in the chat. Somebody gets a legendary bundle. Okay, so with the nat 20, you know that if anyone attempts to heal you, like classic D&D/Final Fantasy rules, it will hurt you.
Mm.
Yo, deep cut.
Listen,
Deep.
This is what I was afraid of with Sophius, and
Yes,
now it's just
you
spreading.
will 100% be, and with a nat 20, you know this. If Orkira attempts to heal you or you attempt to heal yourself,
So
you will
don't
be
heal
exercised.
me.
All right, but you're told the dead still goes off. So how much damage is that?
That was 20 damage.
20 damage. This pumpkin creature, you see the bell, you ring out one last time before Alyndra starts to like fade from reality as this happens. And you know the gourd almost cracks with the impact of the bell. It is hanging on just barely. Avren, what do you do?
Wait, wait. I don't know what to name this one. I'm still like lamenting Gregor. I'm like, who did this? Why?
Laszlo.
Oh, Laszlo? Oh. I don't like Laszlo.
Craven.
Laszlo.
No.
Ravensworth.
No. I stride up to Laszlo. I cast Vampiric Touch.
Mm-hmm.
Come here. Come here. I want to talk to you. I pick him up. I try to pick him up and drain the life out of him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your melee spell attack.
I'm sure nothing bad will happen because of this.
I mean, you're just sucking the life out of a pumpkin.
It's a 16.
That hits.
And because I'm in my dread form, I do a little extra necrotics because I'm going to need it with that roll. So that was a 7. Boy, that was terrible. Now it's a 13. No, it's not terrible. So I get half of that back.
Okay. So as you like put your hands on Laszlo and you kind of like pull out his life force, he dies, crumples apart in your hands and turns to ash in the wind, and you become revitalized with his life force. And with that, we can exit initiative order. We are out of combat. You see Freely, high knees, booking it.
Is he headed back towards the house, or is he express train to the ocean?
Honestly, I would be express trained towards the ocean, especially since I know I gave her the dude's head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you're like running, you notice that as far as you can see, you just see pumpkins. So I think if Freely would know that like this yard isn't your normal, the fastest way to the ocean would be back through the front door onto.
And yeah, button hook.
Freely's already back inside the Headless Horseman's cottage. The Headless Horseman gives you one very shiny orange taffy, perfectly encapsulated in wax paper, and then holds the other one aloft for the next person who comes running through the door.
Is there, I mean, obviously there's not bathrooms as such here, but I know people in the kitchen have like buckets of water. Do I have one I could just go like dunk my head in?
There is a cauldron on the fire.
It's a fire cauldron. No. Hey.
There would also be like a one of those water things that you like pump it and it fills in the corner. You could use that. Your skin rehydrates and you feel temporarily sort of sated. And as you do, you kind of revert back to your normal form. You can talk again, everything's fine. But you get the sense that if that beast takes you again, combat as like your power will come back, but combat will become scarier the longer you remain in this form. Are you okay?
No,
chap.
Nope, real far from okay, but I think we found your head. Orkira has it. She should be here any second now.
I'm gonna expeditious retreat after Freely.
Okay.
So that's a dash 60 feet.
So Sofieus comes bursting in the door first. He gives you the second. It's a beautiful orange with a white swirl in it, saltwater taffy with a perfect wax wrapping paper. He says,
Do not eat that.
Yeah, I
Why
think
not?
it's because the dead travel fast. thing.
I'm like, mage hand. I take the candy, just hold it near her face. I'm like, no, it's that. Just don't. You can have it. Just don't eat it.
Oh.
It's like cursed candy.
Okay. What? Why would I not eat it?
curse?
It-
Oh, I would not curse you. I
Um,
love Halloween. It's my favorite time of the year. Where's my head?
You
All
sound
due-
a lit- no. You sound too pompous not to be up to anything. Thank you,
Yeah.
Freely.
All due respect, you don't have a head, so
That's true.
No, I got it.
He,
And I'll come
takes
walking
it,
in with everybody and give him back the head.
yeah, there you go.
very
I think
happy.
the rest of us come through the door.
Cruck, cruck, puts his head back on his shoulders. It kind of floats spookily. A nice green
Ooh.
aura comes flooding out of his neck as it envelops his head. And you know, the expression that was kind of fixed into the jack-o'-lantern now is mobile, and he smiles at you all.
How do I want that? I want to look like that. That's fun. Also, everyone, I smell delightful. I smell like pumpkin spice.
You
I
do.
Go ahead,
believe
smell.
Actually, 100%.
Yeah, roasted
Uh,
pumpkin's really nice. So
Alyndra, you're a genius. I just hold out the candy. I'm like, Sofieus and I got these. Do magic.
Can I infer anything about this candy?
Yeah,
I
give
look
me
at it
an
and-
insight check.
Theoretically, my detect magic should
Yeah,
still be up because I
yeah,
didn't concentrate
They're
on anything. I
definitely
didn't really get
magical
hit. So
in nature. As you like hold it in
Mhm.
your hand, that orange almost looks ethereal to you, like it glows.
17.
With the 17, you feel like, based off of reading the poem and sort of the events of the night, that if you eat this, it will cure your curse.
I kind of whisper in Freely's ear.
It's very creepy as she does so. She like floats over to you.
Bring us back to normal.
Sophia's,
I
does it
just-
seem like our daughter is talking very slowly?
No,
I
look,
just-
she looks a lot like the trick-or-treater that came to our door 2 hours ago.
I
Oh,
just
yeah.
This is very believable.
I just hand mine to Alyndra. I'm like, well, this sucks, but you're dead, so yeah, come on back. And I give
Can
her
I
my
pick it
candy.
up, or is it
Yeah.
is that
Mhm.
really challenging?
Yeah, as you touch it,
Focus all of my concentration to
Yeah.
Like,
pick it
I
up
like
and
mage hand
unwrap
it
it.
into her mouth if I have
so
to. I'm
used
like,
to
open wide.
your-
Here comes the
to
choo-choo
your
train.
hand going through things, it almost is destabilizing as you like touch it and you feel it. And Freely, what you see is that as she touches it, the candy almost becomes transparent to you, but from your point of view, Alyndra, it becomes solid. And as you unwrap it and pop it in your mouth, it tastes like an orange creamsicle. It melts brilliantly. It's freshly, made taffy. So it doesn't stick to your teeth. It just melts in your mouth. And as it melts, you start to feel the rush of life come back into you, and you feel your feet solid upon the ground for the first
Oh.
time this entire night.
Oh, Alyndra, it was you the whole time.
oh, that's
she
so much
pops
better.
the candy in her mouth.
Did I
As-
get her?
As you put the candy in your mouth, same thing. You feel like a warmth rush in from your toes all the way to your cheeks. And all of you see like the color return to Sophius's face and sort of the vigor return to her bones. And as you put your hands against your face, Sophius, they feel warm to your touch. And the candy tastes good. And previously, where you felt this unsatiable thirst, you feel satisfied.
Oh, and Penelope, you smell lots better, I must say.
Penelope still smells like a wet dog.
But not as offensive.
Not as
Just a
offensive.
normal
Just a
wet
normal
dog.
wet dog. Yes, a cute wet dog. Mhm.
The most adorable.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we might be able to like make this work, Penelope. Like, hey, all right. So
Okay, that's great. That's 2 down. We got 3 more to go. Where are we supposed to go next to get 3 more pieces of candy?
well, how many houses were lit up? Because this was just the first one that had the lights
Mhm.
on. So just
Well,
hit-
I think you have to trick or treat, says the headless horseman.
have to do what now?
Trick or treat.
It is when you go door to door and you
we
collect
must
candy.
we must trick people and then treat
And
them
get a
to
candy?
something.
Or get
Right.
a treat, I believe. Yes.
Well, I mean, usually you don't have to trick them. You just knock on door and then they give you the treats.
Yeah, you were
Normally.
already
That-
tricked when we got here. We just fixed it.
Yes.
Is
In my case. I would give you more taffy if I could, but as you can see, my cauldron is still bubbling. It's not quite done yet. The next batch, that is.
Is that some like local Port Argent thing? Like you just knock on people's doors and ask for candy and they just give it to you?
Every year.
It's a lovely development.
That's
I think it's
That is the best. You know, I've been here about a
also
week and a half now. I
throw
got to tell
my
you, I've
head
been
at
generally
people
underwhelmed.
and
But
set their houses on fire. That's the other part of the tradition.
setting
And
the
now
houses
that
on
you've
fire.
given me my head, I can do it. I'm so excited.
could you not though? Could you maybe don't? Just maybe this
Yeah,
one
especially
sit it
since we
out.
gotta go to some of these other houses and get candy so that they're not all cursed anymore.
And if you
Yeah, I
burn them
also-
down, there won't be
A-
much of an opportunity for us to do that.
Charisma check freely.
Yeah.
Can I give guidance on this? Or
Yeah.
is it's a straight charisma, so I can't?
Or
Can I?
persuasion. Yeah.
May I cast guidance on you?
Yep.
Really, just think clearly about how you approach this with him.
Okay. Is that an
Yes.
extra D4? All right. That is
Okay.
23.
What do you say to him as you tell him not to throw his head at people's homes?
We just work really hard to give you your head back, and it'd be a real shame if I had to cut it off. So please don't. And I just pull the sword out.
Hmm.
Please don't.
As eager as I am for a battle with you lot, for you truly look like you're into some fisticuffs. You're right. I have spent all night trying to get my head back. I probably should stop throwing it at people. All right. I won't throw it this year.
Hmm.
But I'm
Be
still
the
going to
change.
set the Wicker
Also,
Man on fire. That is a eternal quest of mine.
I mean, he is made out of wicker.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he's asking for it.
I have to throw my head at the Wicker Man.
What,
Yeah.
what,
Ours is an endless feud.
what if I throw your head for you?
But I like throwing my head.
Can I ask?
I
what
only
did-
get to
what
do
did-
it one day a year.
Oh,
What did the Wicker
that's
Man
sad.
do to you?
He is a foul man. Don't go trick-or-treating at his house. I hate him.
Does he have bad candy?
His candy's terrible. It
Does he only
tastes
give you
like
raisins?
dried wax.
Oh, that is terrible.
It looked like because he painted like corn. Because I got that at Waterdeep once, man, and I almost lost a tooth.
Or like
to the-
lips.
Ugh.
I am not fond of it. It's shaped like peanuts. And they're hard and they taste like wax. And I
Oh.
hate them. Ugh.
Mm. Mm.
I hate
I'd
the
promptly
Wicker
head out
Man.
and see if any of the nearby houses look like they're made out of wicker. I'm
Mhm.
like, oh yeah, that's terrible.
No.
And like go right
yeah,
outside.
steer clear of
As you-
wicker chairs.
Go outside, you do see like one porch light on. You also see, now that you're looking for it, a fountain that you don't remember being there. There's a fountain far ahead, and you see a giant Wicker Man.
Ooh, Freely, look.
Hmm.
A Freely aquarium. Do you want to go get in the water?
I mean, yes.
Maybe later. Maybe once we finish what we have
But
to do this evening.
But
The fountain seems really important.
I want to go trick or treating.
What?
Penelope wants to go trick or treating. Let's go
wanna
trick or
go.
Let's
treating.
take Penelope trick or treating.
Yeah.
Yay!
Penelope, which house do you want to go to next?
That one with the porch light on it looks very welcoming.
Okay.
I'm looking for a broom. I
Yeah.
suspect that I am not a troll. I've become suspicious. The hand's not reattaching. I
Mhm.
didn't come back from the dead.
Mhm.
And I have lots of scars on my neck. So I have concerns that maybe I have not estimated what
Okay.
I potentially am.
Even if
You
you
see a
find some
broom
sticks. Oh, sorry. go
Sitting on the headless horseman's porch, since that's where you're all kind of standing.
Oh, headless, well, formerly headless man.
Yes.
Yeah, can I take this broom for a bit? It just seems on brand.
Oh, yes, you may, of course. I believe Betty left it there. Go ahead, take it.
Okay, thank you.
The headless horseman is so hospitable.
Yeah, he's nice. They're always nice. It's the humans and the mortals that you have to worry about.
Mhm.
It is the backstories that we write about them.
We also gave him back his head, so he's got a reason to be nice to us.
That's true.
Yeah, for a while. Yeah, until he throws it at somebody else. I want to throw my head, though. Totally want to throw my head.
Come back next year and I'll show you how.
Okay, well, that seems like long.
Throwing your head is easy. Trying to get it to set fire to things when you throw it, that's the tough part. Also, getting it to come back.
I
Oh,
can
that-
help you out with that next year.
We helped him out with it this year.
Yeah, but
True.
like a returning head.
I just like poke Penelope and I'm like, go knock on the door while they're distracted.
As you walk to the store, you are accosted with a sickly sweet smell that comes out at you.
Oh.
Smells very syrupy sweet. And as you go and knock on the door, it's almost like this house is made of the thinnest, most like just almost dried up wood you can imagine. You actually see the light coming through the cracks of the door. And as soon as your hand touches the wood, the door swings open with a big gust. And you see a woman standing there with almost light purple skin. Her hair is like pulled back into this very creative bouffant. It's mostly black, but is sort of streaked with silver. And she says, "Why, hello, darling."
Trick or treat.
"Oh, you're precious. I love it. Oh, look at you little wolf baby. Oh, it's so sweet. Are you here by yourself? Do you have any friends?"
I
Yeah,
poke
yeah.
my
Oh, come live. Oh,
Hi.
look at
Would
your
you- a
costume.
treat or trick. Hi.
Let me get a look at all of you.
I
And
prefer
her eyes
street
fall
please.
on Alyndra, and she's like, "Why aren't you in a costume?"
Look, I put my severed hand on her head. She's a hand person.
"Oh, I've met one of those. The hand people of Atrocia. They're the worst. I love it. Positively horrifying."
I'm so glad you recognized it. I was
Oh,
worried no one
fabulous.
would understand the costume.
"And where's your costume?" And her eyes now fall on Sophia's.
Oh.
"Darling, you can't trick or treat without a costume."
Well, I brought my spider cannon, and her cannon stands up on
Oh,
10
that's
feet tall legs.
fine. What a nice little creation do you have. A
Well, thank
spider
you.
cannon.
Also, I will have you know that this young gnomish girl worked all year on this elven costume.
That's a
And
gnome?
she put a lot of effort.
Oh,
Yes.
my.
Yes.
Well, isn't that just grand?
I mean, yeah, I'm a gnome. Yeah, thanks, Freely. I forgot. Yeah, I've been working on this a long time.
A gnome? My goodness. What are the kids coming up with today? And look at that. That's a dragon.
True.
And
It's-
Orkira
yeah,
says nothing. Orkira just like buttons her mouth closed. Just like,
She loves dragons so much, she has to play a dragon every year at Halloween
don't
because
help.
they're her best friends.
Avren, don't help.
Orkira, you're a
No.
dragon?
No, Penelope, don't help. It's
No,
fine.
it's true.
Hi,
yeah,
we're here.
Dragon.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Half dead dragon.
Sophia's is a gnome?
Yeah, we didn't want to tell anyone. We didn't want to alarm
Yes.
every. Yeah.
You know, it's her business, really. It's not our place to just out her gnomishness, but it did seem relevant to yeah.
It's all gears and pulleys
know,
in there.
I didn't want everyone to know about it right away, but yeah.
Well, I
Alyndra's-
love it.
Alyndra's just cracking up internally because she's recognizing Whittle and she's seeing Sophia's do a Whittle impression and very much enjoying watching Mom try to be Whittle. And
She kind of like pulls her hair up in the pigtails
Mhm.
the best that she can.
Well, aren't you just a lovely lot? Well, if you want the treat, you gotta fix the trick. That's how it goes.
So
Oh.
what's the trick for you? Who tricks you? What happened?
Spiders. Maybe that spider can
Oh,
do some
God.
work on it.
Spiders.
It's my gown. My Halloween gown. It's made of the finest spider silk. But unfortunately, the spiders got it in their head that they wanted it back. So I need you to come get it back for me.
Okay, we can
Okay.
intimidate some
It's
spiders.
long and wispy and gorgeous.
Well, I got
Just like
a
Sophia's.
spider. I got a spider cannon here that's even more gorgeous. You know,
Oh, I
it's tall and wispy, and it's even made out of gold. I mean,
I would love if you could kill those spiders with it and bring me my dress back.
I'd be happy to. What kind of fabric is your dress made out of?
Spider
she's
silk,
silk.
darling, spider silk.
so,
Spider silk.
where is the
Made by a
where are
famous designer.
Who's the designer?
Well, it's LaVelle himself.
Who's
Sewed
that?
it together. Well, the undead master of spider silk he was. But you know what spiders do with their webs? Sometimes they try to re-eat it and digest it. And these spiders have it in their head to do that to my dress. So you need to get it back before they succeed.
Which way did they go? We'll do it.
I mean,
They went that way. And she
Let's go.
points to the creepiest woods you have ever seen in your life, Penelope. When your eyes fall, it's like Mirkwood Forest. It is almost
Oh,
pitch
no.
black.
Oh my god.
There is
Again, how
old
dare you.
lichens like hanging like beards from the tree boughs in the whole forest. As soon as she points at it, it like the camera like zooms in and it just groans like, oh.
Ooh, that place looks safe. Let's go there.
To appreciate this entire adventure was calibrated expressly to bother me in particular. No, this is just like and
Yeah.
freely like
You gotta
starts
go your
walking
way
through.
in there and get my dress back before that spider eats it.
Okay, we can do
you know,
that.
That's-
we're gonna get it for you, but worst case scenario, the spider eats it and it just poops it back out. That's how spiders work. So,
But
you
then
know,
it'll be a
Sounds
web and I need a
Then they
dress.
need to have it redesigned.
Well, I don't have time for that. I got
So
the
no. I
time
think we should
to.
try and retrieve it as it is.
I
Gotta
agree,
go.
darling.
I'm gonna
So-
ask the dumb question. How big is this spider?
It's pretty darn big if it could clothe a woman of my size. And now you notice she's like 7.5 feet tall.
That's kind of what I figured.
So, I totally lost my train of thought.
We're
It must
going
be
to kill
the
spider.
recovering from being immaterial thing.
Well, let's go then.
Do we have some wet towels for Freely? He looks
Could you-
parched.
Could you describe or draw this dress for us so we know that we're getting the right one? If we can.
I could attempt to. I'm not much of a drawer, though. It's not my medium.
Ooh, I could draw it.
I mean, is
If
it,
I
is there-
describe it to you, do you think it could draw it?
Yeah, it's worked great before.
I feel like if there's a number of dresses made out of silk, we'll just bring them all. So
Yeah.
Then what if there's someone else's?
I'm not really concerned about that. Honestly, I feel like that spider only has one dress, and if it has 100, then we'll sort it out in post.
Even you
Yeah.
would be very upset if someone took your things.
Freely's heading towards the forest. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
so is
right.
Penelope.
Cool, cool,
No,
cool, cool,
that's
cool.
I'm not.
before he gets
Freely.
too far away, I'm gonna throw water at Freely.
Oh my God! Thank you. Oh.
I hope you like salt water.
Crispiness in your gills kind of like goes away a little bit.
Um,
Before we do that, I want to give Penelope a chance to do what she wanted to do. Penelope, did you want to attempt to help her draw this dress?
Sure.
Okay, so she tries to describe it to you, and you're going to try to recreate that into a drawing. So there'll be two rules. One for your, I guess, like insight into how honest she's being about the dress, and the second one to see how well you can recreate that on paper.
Okay.
Okay. So she's like, well, the dress, you see, it fits so perfectly. The
Of course.
bodice, it's boned all the way up. I don't
Okay.
know with what, but it's boned.
Okay.
And it
mhm.
fits in the ribs. Oh, so tight. Gives you
Ribs.
that perfect hourglass, darling. Impossible to
Hourglass.
breathe in, but totally worth the look.
Okay.
And the top of it's got this little sweetheart neckline. And that leads to a clasp, which leads to a beautiful full-length, just 4 foot, well, probably longer than that, train. And then it's completely backless because it's for the look. You know, it's freezing outside, but who cares? Because it's for the look, and we're all dead anyway, right? And then it's got this beautiful train in the back, kind of like old school style, with a little bustle back there. And then underneath the bustle, it's got a little bit of silver just to really surprise the senses. Pretty sure it's moon dust that's been woven into this beautiful iridescent fabric. At least that's what the master himself says. And then it comes and drapes behind you for at least 16 feet. Go ahead and roll your insight.
Okay.
That must be really difficult to
Oh.
walk in.
So
That's
like a dress?
4 foot train and a 16-foot train. That's quite a lot of train.
It's a 4.
A 4.
Oh.
You draw it to her specifications exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
So
got
this
it, I
is
got
what
it.
she shows you, Alyndra. She shows you this like long, train that leads off of the shoulders like a cape that turns, that like melds into this long train that comes off at the bottom of the dress with this crazy large bustle that makes, her look almost spider-like, You know,
Can
with
I
her
can I insight on this at
abdomen.
all for a reason? I'll make a
Yeah.
case for why.
yeah.
It seems quite strange to have a cape that would cover the backless portion. If the backless portion's for fashion, wouldn't you want to show that off? If you're going to suffer for fashion, wouldn't you suffer the coat?
Oh, you're right, darling.
So that seems a
Now
bit
that I'm
odd.
thinking about it, maybe it doesn't have a cape. I remember I've worn so many dresses in my time. They all start to bleed together. Now that I think about it, I think it may have been an asymmetrical frock. That wasn't backless at all.
Okay, I think
I
get
believe it was a high-low number.
May
Maybe
I?
fishtail.
Okay. You know, I might be able to figure this out a different way. Can you just do I?
We can just go into the forest and find it. That sounds like a plan.
Sophius, can we go kill a spider? I hate the
And
spiders.
you know, now that I think
That's
about it, it wasn't silver, it had gold, because it wasn't moon dust, it was stardust that he wove into fabric.
This is starting to feel like a trick.
What? No, I would never trick anybody. I've been tricked, darling.
Alyndra, do you think that... Are we not getting the truth here?
Not sure.
Go
I
ahead and
cast
roll insight.
Zone of Truth.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, I'm just doing it as soon as
My
Alyndra,
insight is
confirms.
22.
Ooh, okay.
And
As the zone of truth goes out.
as the Zone of Truth goes out, I need a fashion-conscious lady to make a charisma saving throw DC 14. As Orkira is just like, she's not
Mhm.
telling the truth, and Jen just slams her hand down on the ground, and
Okay.
fire erupts. And technically, everybody needs to make the charisma saving throw because it's a very large area.
I got a 23.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Then I know she is passed, and
Yeah. As you cast this, though, with your 22, Alyndra, I'm still going to say you get a pretty good idea that she's not lying. She has very bad memory,
Okay.
and she's very bad at describing things. And now you're beginning to wonder if the designer is even right. As you look around her house, you actually notice there are several things that have been purchased twice. There are 3 brooms in the corner. She started knitting something, but there's something else halfway knitted on the other arm of her armchair. She has 2 pairs of glasses on her mantle.
Get the broom.
Can I have a broom? You
Oh,
seem to
you
have
want
too
a
many brooms.
broom, darling?
Yeah.
You can have a broom.
Ooh, I got
I've
2
got
brooms.
plenty
did
to
it.
spare.
You got a
You have any
broom.
hats?
I probably have a hat somewhere. What kind of hat do you want? Do you want a nice cloche?
Kind of like a coney thing. I
Oh,
don't know.
I wouldn't have anything that garish, darling. Those are
Oh.
hardly in
Give him a
style.
beret.
That hurts.
Avren, you have 2 brooms. Does that mean you're gonna go twice as fast?
Yeah, that
What's wrong
works
with
out.
having 2 brooms?
I didn't say there was anything wrong. I think that's actually kind of fun.
If her memory is that bad, are we sure that this dress hasn't been missing for much longer than she thinks it has been?
But we can kill a
And-
spider.
We can go find out.
Yeah,
Do
spider.
We have to go kill a sweet innocent spider?
Sweet
Who said we
innocent
don't-
spider.
we
Oh
can
my
just talk to
god!
it.
First
It will
off,
be neither sweet nor innocent. Yeah.
they have 8 legs against all the gods' plans. Well, except for one.
Wait, since when do you care about what the natural order of things is? When did
Because they're
this happen?
gross, they're hairy. They inject acid into their prey and melt them instead of eating them like proper individuals. They're
I
disgusting.
look right at Sir Biswalot. And I look back at Avren. And I look at Sir Biswalot. And I look at Avren.
First off, adorable. Aren't you Sir Biswalot? And I tickle under his tentacles. Yes, you're a good boy.
Didn't you summon a spider horse for the children the other day?
Yeah, but that was like
Yesterday?
more horse than spider.
Penelope, you can talk to the spider, right?
Yeah.
Nice, yeah.
Lead on. You'll know how to find a spider. I'll
Let's
follow
just
you.
try and let Penelope lead and not
I'll
kill
use my
things we don't
spidey
need to.
sense.
And then we'll
You
kill
can
it.
you can literally become a spider.
Oh, you could do the old switcheroo.
It's true. You could create the silk for them and make a trade.
If you become a spider while you're this cute puppy thing,
Can
will
you
you be a
make-
puppy spider?
Yeah, wolf
Can-
spider.
Wolf spider.
Can you make a dress? Can you make
Oh,
a
wolf
spider
spider's
as
so
a
good.
spider? Can you make a new dress for her? She won't remember.
Well, no, if the concern is that the spiders need the dress to eat because they need the silk, if Penelope can create the silk, maybe we can do a fair trade.
I think Penelope should make that dress. She's got a great drawing. We could just go off to the side. She weaves a little bit of a dress. No one knows the difference. It's a little weird because we've got a dress made out of Penelope, but you know, I'm all for it.
You could try to do that if you would like, Penelope, or you can try to trade the silk.
I don't think I could make a dress that nice.
Well, I disagree. I think you're very talented. Look at that drawing. And I'm sure if you turned into a spider, your spinnerets would be extremely accurate in a creepy way.
I mean, I'll do whatever anybody else wants to do. I'm pretty agreeable.
No.
You seem like you really want to go talk to this giant spider, so.
All right, we'll go kill the spider. I mean, kill the spider.
I really
We
want
will
this to
just
be like
talk
a
to the
designer spider who comes down like with a beret and just starts.
Yes,
You know.
hello.
There's a catwalk.
All right, let's
So
to
you
the
head
woods.
to
That's
the
a
woods.
wedding.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Can we get a short rest while we're walking to the woods?
If you want to rest
Um,
while walking.
You could.
Can we
I don't know.
sleepwalk?
I was gonna say I don't know if you could take a short rest, but let me see.
Okay, what if I slept
Like, has
on
it been an
freely?
hour
Does that
since our
count?
last encounter? Because it's been
Do you need
pretty
healing?
mellow.
Yeah, it has been pretty mellow. I was gonna say, if you decided to, you could heal for sure. And actually, I mean, there's not exactly an urgent rush. The night still has plenty of time left, so you could like hang out at her house. If you
Oh.
stayed in the street, it would be, kind of like Baldur's Gate in that it's not necessarily a safe scenario to rest in.
I'm
But
sorry, we can't
do we
rest
have
here.
any
There's enemies nearby.
concerns that her memory might be affected by the house itself, and that by staying here we might lose substantial amount of time?
Roll Arcana.
20, dirty 20.
Don't smoke anything she gives you.
Fair enough.
Words to live by.
I respect the way she lives her life.
I
You
just
notice now, like, she has like a very long cigarette filter that she holds in her hands, and
Cigarettes
and, like,
never lit.
the smell of it, that's like that uber sickly sweetness that has been like,
Mhm.
kind of accosting all of your nostrils.
I just want to get a little bit.
Oh,
like,
do you need to put your feet up, darling?
yeah, get some of the magic
you
back.
look rough. Which I mean is the whole point of this holiday.
Yeah,
I thought it was for the look. Sometimes you gotta suffer for the look.
I know. I've got 2 brims though, and I'm green, and apparently I don't even regenerate. But whatever.
You're
that's
an
fine.
adorable little witch.
Oh, oh, she noticed.
It was amazing.
Aw.
I mean, it's kind of obvious.
Well, yeah, there's a
I didn't
cat
know.
following you around.
I just need the hat.
When you see a green lady with a hat, you just put 2 and 2 together.
Well, maybe we
With
go
a
talk.
cat, sorry.
We go
Following
talk.
you around since you got here.
Maybe if we go talk to the spider who has the dress, maybe they can make a hat for you.
Wait, do I
Ooh.
need to make like a house made of candy and then boil some children? I forget what the MO is on this.
Well, you're not supposed to boil children.
Doesn't
You're
like
supposed
spiders,
give
wants
them
to boil
candy.
children.
Oh
No,
that-
you don't boil the children. You wrap them up in bread dough. Everybody knows that. You put the herb in the bread dough. It protects them.
Don't
Nobody's
you
boiling
wrap the children in bacon and then put them in the oven first? I
No, you
forget.
don't wrap. I mean, you could wrap them in bacon, but I don't think it's going to protect them from burns.
It's so much easier raising demon children.
It is true. They're immune to flames.
Yeah.
I can't have children of my own. You tear at my poor heart.
Oh.
You and me both, friend.
It's the worst, honestly. They gotta come and rub it in your face. If I had demon children, I'd cherish them, and so should you.
Oh, I could summon you some. I
Oh, no,
can't
he,
really
he
speak
clearly
to.
cherishes the demon children. It's his actual children he doesn't cherish.
Oh my, what
That's
a
not true.
tragedy.
Alyndra, that's
You
that's
just-
not true. That's
You
not
just
true,
said you prefer
Alyndra.
your demon children.
I have a very lovely Warforged daughter that I try not to talk about too much.
That's I happen to know from my own
You see
personal
fire starting
experience
to
that
crackle between Alyndra's
Oh,
fingers.
no,
I'm gonna go
family
take a
drama.
walk right now.
I'm kidding, Alyndra. You're my favorite daughter.
I would give her some space. That one's a firecracker.
That's
I
a
like her.
wizard.
I'm gonna go for a walk with her. You can all put your feet up, but not on the furniture.
It's all right. She's gonna go somewhere and break the time continuum or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's dangerous.
She struts
Little-
out after Alyndra, and the rest of you can take like a short rest. And Alyndra, you can too. As she.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go take a breather and then I'll come back. Just,
A short
Oh, yeah.
tantrum.
Would you like a
just go,
smoke,
just go
darling?
breathe for a minute. Just
Mhm. Would you like a little something? A drink?
no,
Maybe a
thank you.
cigarette?
Oh, thank you. No, I'm all right.
Oh, all right. If you're sure, then.
I appreciate the offer.
All right, spiders. Let's do this. I feel rested, and I
Good
don't know.
luck, children. Take care of that Wolfie one. She's precious.
Oh yeah,
This is
yeah.
true.
While we're here, I'm gonna go ahead and cast, if I have the time, use a ritual and cast a Tensor's floating disc
Okay, yeah. of course.
to have on standby, and I don't think I'll need a servant, so I think we're good.
Orkira, I don't know why you know this. Is there like a drawstring on the broom? Like does that get going? How does this work? Does anyone know? Anyone know any witches?
Well, usually you hold on to it and then you
Why
sleep
don't
with it.
you ask the cat? The cat knows. That's how I knew you were a witch, because of your cat.
What? Wait, my cat.
Yes, your cat. Do you not see your own cat?
Is there a cat running around?
Let's
Is
see.
it hiding from the wolf?
Avren, give me an Arcana check.
I want Alyndra to note that my hand is still on top of her head as she storms off.
But she's got to stay in costume, right?
Perception check.
Mm-hmm. Or no,
This is-
Arcana check.
Oh, Arcana check. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be good. It's a natural 20
Yay!
and total for 25.
Very nice, very nice. You see a very, like, this cat looks rough, like it's been hit by a car. There's like, it has a crooked tail. It walks like with a cute little club foot, and it has its hair sticking out at every end. And you do notice it now kind of sitting like a few feet back from you. And it looks up
Oh.
at you lazily and it's like, yes, how can I help you?
You're adorable. Do you need a leg up? Do you want to like rest on my shoulder? Are you
I-
mine? My familiar?
I'm
Like I'm a witch?
A
You're my cat?
familiar? No, hardly. No,
Okay,
not
well,
exactly. At least
are
I
you
hope
very-
not.
Very short, tiny goblin?
No, I'm a cat.
Yeah,
Every witch
okay.
has a cat.
Do you-
Obviously.
Do you want to hang out?
Well, that's what we're doing, is it
Okay.
not? Yeah.
How do
we're
I
hanging
make a
out.
brew? Do you know how to fly? I don't know how to.
Yeah, of course I do. You
Okay.
throw your leg over one end. Well, let me sit on it first. Don't take off without me. I can't fly.
Yeah, that's awkward. Sophius, do you want to? Do you want to ride shotgun?
Who's Sophius?
Right. I mean, Whittle.
Yeah. Hops onto the broom.
All
All
right,
right.
I'll just go ahead and step on here. You see him kind of like sit down awkwardly. But
Do all of
he
us-
makes it up.
Do all of us hear the cat or only Avren?
You see him now that Avren has seen him.
Okay, but do we hear or is it just meow 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 meow?
Yeah, you hear meow, meow.
Sir,
Back,
Sir
I'm just like,
like his eyes light up. He's like, someone who speaks my language. Meow, 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 meow.
So we don't actually see this cat that Avren's talking to?
No, you see it now.
Oh, we
Now
do,
that
okay.
Avren points it out, it's like you notice it, and maybe you just didn't notice it before. It's like one of those weird type of magic-y things.
There's been a lot of that
Cat.
tonight.
Like it was always there, and it just kind of blended into the background.
all right. Let's.
Yeah, now you just go ahead and you just click your heels together and wiggle your nose, and then blink twice, and up you go.
Ooh, I have heels. Okay. Yep, I do it.
And the broom shudders a little bit, and then very shakily comes up a few feet off the ground. No
Ooh.
flying in the house, darling.
No. Just
You're gonna
exiting.
fly. You gotta do it outside.
Yep, we're flying outside. Ooh,
Going outside.
We
Sorry.
could put we could put your arcane gun thingamajigger on the end of it. It's a weaponized broom. It's gonna be great.
Oh, that's a good idea. She mounts her arcane gun to the back of the broom.
Mhm.
Whee! All right, we're going to the
The
forest.
broom
Bye,
kind
bye.
of like shudders a little bit because there's like a lot of weight on it, but it manages to keep it afloat.
Avren, move your body weight to the front of the broom.
I'm a little off balance. I'm missing a hand.
All right, we're going.
The
You should
name's
follow.
Valentine, by the way.
Oh, it's nice to meet you, Valentine. How's
Mm.
how's Trix? Did you eat any mice today?
I don't eat mice. I
What
eat
do you eat?
magic.
You eat magic? Ooh.
Well, it's a good thing we ain't got none of that, right, Avren?
Yep, good thing.
And you all head off towards the forest. Who takes the lead on this?
Penelope.
Okay. Penelope, are you a spider currently? Or are you
I am about to. I'm going
Okay.
to transform into a giant wolf spider.
You
Ugh.
transform into a giant wolf spider.
I love it.
Your 8 legs move expeditiously towards the forest. You reach the dark dampness of the forest, and it's like your senses are accosted. It's almost like there's a blanket underneath the forest, or over the forest, I should say. Sound is dampened, light is dampened. You know, that bright, gigantic moon, its light is heavily filtered now. And you smell mulch and life and death and everything under the sun just accosts your nostrils all at one time. Give me a survival check.
Okay. And if there are any webs nearby, I can touch it and be able to tell if like any other creature within the web and where they are.
Ah, very nice. Okay.
So here's my survival check.
Mhm.
Is a 17.
A 17. With 17, you don't get lost right away. Like you're able to kind of keep your head in this sort of dizzying kind of like, you know, cacophony of like of just like sounds and smells and everything. And as you peer at the dirt below you, you think you see some of the telltale signs of something being dragged through here.
Okay. I can't say anything, but I keep going.
Penelope turns around, clacks her mandibles at you, and skitters forward.
I look over freely. There's been a lot of just having to do body language reading today. I'm getting really good at it. We should learn some sign language or something.
You know, but I mean, how do you sign when we've only got 2 hands and she's got 8 legs? You know, like it just doesn't.
Well, if she like rolls on her back and then does
Interpretive
it with her
dance.
legs, yeah.
And if she ends up on her back, that's generally not positive for big spiders. So still not.
Well, like not in the heat of battle. Like I wouldn't do with that.
I mean, we're making it work so far.
So far.
Yeah.
I have a broom.
You've got 2.
I got 2 brooms and a cat.
You're rich.
Yeah.
This is
I'm
the
gonna boil some children
conversation you
later.
have as you move forward through the forest.
Following Penelope.
Can
Got
I
this.
send Griff ahead to scout a bit?
Yes, you can.
May
Go
I
ahead and
please
send
do so?
Griff ahead, and then give me a perceptions check as he flies through the woods.
So Griff has advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing a sight. All right. Or a 18 plus 3. 21.
21. So with the 21, he almost flies into it, but doesn't. He's kind of like sorting, cutting through like, you know, the thick air of the forest and stops just short of a thick web that's almost invisible until the light hits it just so.
There's a web
Manages
up ahead.
to sort of turn up at the last moment and avoid it completely, but he very nearly flies into it.
Does he see the spider nearby?
Give me another perception check.
That would be a natural 20, so that
Oh
is
my
a 23.
goodness.
Hey!
All the 20s tonight. I love it. I love it. We need some 20 energy.
Mm-hmm.
So at first he sees nothing. And then as he looks, there's one of the treetops nearby. He sees a glimmer of almost something wafting in the treetop.
Wafting in the treetop?
Mm-hmm. Something shining
Oh, the dress
catches
maybe?
his eye. You
Can
can't be
he-
sure.
Can he get closer, or is it too webbed in?
It doesn't look webbed in. He can get closer.
Okay.
Mhm.
Let's get just a smidge closer and carefully.
Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I have a feeling this will not go as well. Mm,
Beat a 26.
Oh, yeah. I don't think that's even possible. Yeah, no, there's no way.
You get a natural 20.
Nope.
So what you all see down below is kind of like you I don't know. You can see through Griff's eyes, can you not?
I can.
Yeah. So as you're looking through Griff's eyes, you see him go towards like this waft, of glimmer in the treetop. And as he flies towards it, you notice it too late, but you realize this is a veil covering the face of a very wretched creature underneath. You see the mandibles click and you see two arms reach out and grab Griff.
Oh, no. Poor Griff.
But he
Well,
is safe for now.
There
Kind of.
is a person there. They wear a veil. It's a very fashionable veil, but they did grab Griff and they have mandibles. And perhaps we should hurry. Or not.
You
I
see
don't-
like a feather kind of like wafting down from the treetop, not too far ahead of you.
It's over there.
Uh-oh. Penelope, you're probably going to want to talk fast. It's in spider. I don't know. I thought that was the whole point.
Okay, I'll do all the talking.
Mm-hmm.
You can do this.
I forgot what I was supposed to say.
Tell her we need the dress.
So are we close enough to speak to it?
No, she is from where you see the feather fall down, she is up above. There's like these
Oh.
two large old growth trees,
Oh.
and there's a web kind of strung between them that's almost invisible until that light hits at the perfect angle.
Okay.
And they're high up in the trees. Griff got the slightest whiff of like a veil, kind of like over the face of an arachnid creature.
Oh, okay. Penelope will spider climb up
Mhm.
the tree, and because she's a web walker as a wolf spider, she can
Mhm.
ignore any
Ah,
any webs or restrictions caused by webbing.
yeah. So you're able to get up there very quickly. Go ahead and roll your stealth with advantage, because you are able to use her own web to kind of like get up to her.
Okay, that's a 19.
With a 19, this is pretty easy. You're used to navigating webs, so you know exactly where to step so as to not set off all of her sort of alarms. And she's also very occupied. As you get in close, you notice she is like very swiftly kind of like moving her legs and like spitting out like this webbing, and very rapidly beginning to envelop Griff. She only has like the bottom half of him done, but she's like kind of doing that, and he's struggling a little bit.
Excuse me, spider thing. I mean, person. I mean, creature. I mean, hello.
You see like one of the several eyes kind of like fixate on you, almost surprised. What?
Oh, what do you
This
really?
is my web.
Yeah, I know. But a couple of things, if you don't mind. First off, it's a lovely web, and you seem very lovely. But that's my friend's owl right there. And do you really need to do that?
This is lunch.
Can you get lunch somewhere else?
Roll your persuasion and roll it with advantage since you're a spider.
Oh, good. I'm gonna need that advantage. Oh no, that's even worse. Okay, so that's an 8.
Aw. You just want him for yourself.
Okay.
No.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry for even asking. Okay, how about that dress that's down there? It's very lovely, but also the person who it belongs to really wants it back.
The dress.
Yeah? Did we see the dress or was it something else?
You notice now she's wearing this like long veil that kind of like comes down from her crown. But when she talks to you, she like uses one of her legs to sweep it back. And you notice that she has like these very long, lovely lashes on all of her eyes.
Oh, my, what lovely eyes you have. All of them.
Thank you. Most people see my face, they scream.
Oh, now I think you're a lovely creature. But we were sent here looking for a dress. Do you happen to know where one is? It's a silk dress.
Well, I was going to eat it and make my web bigger.
But your web is already so big. Do you really need to make it bigger?
Well, you are very cute. You compliment me on eye. Okay, I'll let you have dress.
Thank you so much.
It is
I
hanging
appreciate
from that branch there. And she points it out. And you see it now. Almost invisible in some lights. You see this lovely dress. It is not much like what was described to you. It has almost like Alexander McQueen-esque geometrical, like, shoulder pads that come down into like a very like structured bodice and then come out at almost like a jutting angle, like a peplum dress. And it's almost invisible in some lights. And then you see it catch ever the little glimpses, like, a little shard of moonlight and just catch the light in ever such a way.
I was. Thank you. I think you can continue doing what you're doing with the owl because I think it can regenerate, if I remember correctly. I'm gonna go off with that and go get the dress.
You go, you grab the dress, you come down the tree. You all see Penelope return with a dress clutched in one of her legs.
And yeah, and she's gonna poof out of being a wolf spider just back to being a wolf. I did it!
Hey,
It's
high
so
five.
beautiful. I mean,
You are
it's all right.
amazing.
I'm so sorry I couldn't get Griff.
I mean, it's terrible to say, but that's not really a problem. Griff will go back to the Feywild if something happens to them.
Okay.
How
We'll
close
be
are
able to call them
we
back.
to the spider? Avren and I on our broom.
She is, well, you could fly up there. She is about 80 feet up.
Do you need silks or anything like that, Sophia's, for collection, or no?
I mean, yes, I would love to have some silk, but also, I have some things in this bag that this spider creature can eat instead of eating Griff, perhaps.
Well, I mean, he does. He is. But we can. Let's zoom up real quick. I fly the broom up to the spider.
Give me a dexterity check.
Hello.
15.
Okay. Avren?
4.
Oh no.
You see the broom almost like rotates underneath you, Sophia, as you go flying up. You manage to keep your hands, and so does the kitty. But Avren lands with a thud on the floor, and as he does, the broom almost starts to rotate in place 60 feet up.
You got it. You got
Spider
this.
kind of like crawls down the tree trunk a few feet. Why are you making rackets?
It's so much bigger from up here.
She reaches out one arm and like stops the rotating of the broom, leaving you dangling like kind of right in front of her face. And she clacks her mandibles at you, and you are faced with all of her eyes, and they glitter at you.
If it is okay, I'm gonna reach into my bag. I have food for you. That's why I came up here. You looked like you could eat. You're really skinny.
You have offering for Widow of Forest? Yes, please give.
Yeah. I got some crab legs. Do you like crab leg? No, that's too close to what you. Eyeballs. I got some eyeballs. Do you like eyeballs?
I believe she has more eyeballs than crab
living
legs. but Okay.
creature.
What?
I only eat living creature
Oh.
like you.
Oh no. I'm not a
Or like
creature. I'm a
cats.
gnome. I'm a gnome.
Mm.
I'm not a creature.
And you see the cat behind you go like, oh no, I don't like this. Bring me down now, master. I insist upon it.
I'm not really in control of the broom right now. I mean, I like try it mentally. I'm like, broom down.
Roll
Broom
Arcana.
down.
Roll your Arcana.
While he rolls that,
Mhm.
do we hear any of the screaming going on?
You hear like a skittering and clacking with the faintest whiff of a voice kind of carried down on the wind to you. And you do hear Sofieus yelling and screaming.
I got a 7.
The room does not obey you.
How dare you? I raised
Master,
you.
do you know what you're doing down there?
Yes, I do. Hey, Spider, look, a horse. I summoned up my phantom steed. Ooh, a big juicy horse.
Okay.
Yum.
Let's
Good
see
horse. Good.
If it
Yum.
can tell that it's a phantasm. Maybe not the wisest. It works. As the horse kind of like goes galloping through, you see like web kind of come down on it, like almost like a weighted net. And you see the spider skitter down. And as she does, she lets go of the broom, and the broom once again begins to rotate in place.
Sofieus, tell it to broom follow. Broom follow.
Give me another
Last year.
Arcana check.
All right, we're getting out of here. Everything's gone wrong.
Avren, I lost an ear.
24.
Okay, with a 24, it comes down a little bit roughly, a little bit abruptly, kind of knocking Sofieus a little bit as it comes down a little bit too low. You're all on the floor with the dress.
We
All
did
right.
it.
Did you get
Good.
Griff?
Oh shit.
Good job.
Well, you know what? Griff's going to be fine. Let's take off.
You take off back towards the house, and as you do, you see the lady of the house kind of sitting on the porch smoking. Oh, you're back. How precious, darling. Is that my dress?
Yeah, Penelope got your dress back.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect. Will you help me put it on, darling? I need someone to zip me up.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, you're precious. I love the little puppy. She's so cute. She kind of like goes into the back. You help her put it on Penelope. It's a little tight, but it fits perfectly, like it was made for her. She comes out, and you do see that it has like these like very angular, like almost double layered, like angular shoulder pads. It comes down, and then it has like a little bit of a bustle in the back, and it's very like almost arachnid in shape. When it's on, it looks almost silvery on her like sort of lavender skin. She goes, oh, you're precious. All right, I've got 2 brownies for you. Well, I only have 2. You're gonna have to tell me who wants them.
Can I make a suggestion freely? Maybe you should have one of these.
Yeah. You seem thirsty.
I mean, I'm okay. I just just need like a little spritz every once in a while. But
Take the
you-
brownie.
You're
You
leaving
also-
you're leaving
don't you just
leaving
have a snack?
caviar everywhere.
Yeah,
It's-
you also for a while you sounded just like blah 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 blah, and we couldn't understand anything you were saying. So have a
I mean,
brownie.
I suppose I'm not me when I'm hungry and I put it in my mouth.
As
Yep.
as you take the brownie from her, you realize it's shaped like a little grave. It has like
Oh.
loose brownie crumbles on top, and it has like a little tombstone. And as you take it from her, your name
Just did a-
appears on it in frosting.
That's not ominous. Okay. All right.
And you place it in your mouth, and it tastes like marshmallows and whipped dark chocolate with a little bit of that dark forest type of
We just did a
flavor
bake
to
sale.
it.
I very much appreciate
I'll
your
Baker
decorating
after
skills.
my own heart.
I'm like,
Oh,
well,
thank you.
if I can make a counterpoint, Orkira, you sort of got before that maybe you should
What are you talking about? There's been nothing wrong with me.
No,
You-
you-
you should
not,
take the
not wrong.
brownie.
You just were a bit
Just in case.
cranky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blood
Cranky,
sugar
cranky.
slow.
I mean,
a little
Penelope
anky.
needs. I mean, you're really cute, but you
No,
probably
she's adorable.
yeah,
No,
you're super adorable.
I'm telling you,
like,
Orkira, you.
but there's been nothing wrong. I don't understand. I mean,
Tell me how you feel
Notice,
about
like,
dragons.
as Freely's having this conversation, like the scales start to melt, and you see his normal complexion kind of start to hair sprouts out of his head magically. Oh well, isn't that a neat trick? I totally didn't know that was gonna happen.
as the scales melt, Orkira looks actually really disturbed. It's like, no, I think actually Penelope or Avren, absolutely, yeah. I mean, look at them. They definitely need a brownie. I don't know if I want to have that brownie. That was
No,
weird.
no, that's fine. And I'm taking a spoon and scooping up his scales.
Yes.
Ugh.
Did they dissolve when they hit the floor, or are they still just scales?
No, they're more like melt into his skin. Like they kind of like shift in.
Aw.
Mhm.
Aw.
That's
Well, okay,
that was like a moisturizing brownie. That's like interesting here.
Penelope,
first
you
of-
were the one who got the dress, so I think you should have the brownie.
But
Yeah,
she's
but
so
I don't
cute as a
think-
werewolf.
I don't think dogs are supposed to eat chocolate.
That's also
Good
true.
point.
That is true.
Listen, I'm sorry. I am. She can just shift into something else. Like even if she becomes a werewolf, she can just become a werewolf spider. So it's fine. But you, I mean, no offense, but how do you feel about dragons?
I really don't like them.
How do you feel about missions where you're not really given the parameters of what you exactly need to do?
I feel like you're asking me a bunch of questions about things that I really don't like.
How do you feel about the fact that Paylor died and it was your fault?
Why do you keep bringing that up? I
Is she
don't
getting angry at all?
Give me
Stop
a
pointing. Okay.
wisdom saving throw.
Okay. This is mostly confusion and then a lot of guilt, but
Mhm.
let's see what happens. Wisdom saving throw. Wow. I'm really good at these. I got a 9.
You feel guilt, and then you feel like almost hurt come in to your heart, and you would like nothing more than to smash Avren's smug face in.
Why do you keep mentioning that, especially in front of other people?
Have
And
a
I'm gonna
muffin.
Charge at him and try to grab his
No,
broom
no, no,
away from him.
here. Can I use a mage hand to basically shove the brownie?
Literally what I was gonna say. Mage hand
Yeah,
brownie in
her
her mouth.
face,
Yeah, no, but
yeah.
let Alyndra have it.
Yeah, as Orkira's maw opens and she
I will
charges
breathe-
out you.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, I'll let you make your fire breath attack. That's fair.
No, I was trying to grab his
Okay.
broom. So if they're gonna do that, that's fine.
Are you okay with that? I don't want to shove
No,
things
that's
in
fine,
your
that's
face
fine.
without you
I
being
said-
cool with it.
No, I said I was gonna grab the broom, so that's what I'd be going after. So
Uh-huh. So as you like lunge forward for the broom and you say, you know, like what do you say as you charge forward?
why do you keep mentioning this? I already feel bad about it, and I'm gonna grab it.
And
As soon as she
"Why do
starts
you
to say
keep
bad and
mentioning
her mouth opens, it's just
Yeah.
womp.
And the mage hand goes in with so much force you don't even chew it. It just almost goes right into the back of your throat and down into your belly. And as it does, you feel like nothing happened. You're not sure where it came from, but before you know it, you know, the back of your throat is just kind of filled with brownie.
Yeah. I'm the god of trickery,
Unexpectedly
Orkira, not
so.
the god of niceness and kindness. But hey, you got a free muffin, so you're good.
The brownies. The brownies, darling.
Brownies, sorry, I know. It's I get confused.
What happened? I don't understand.
Oh, nothing
You
happened
were,
at all.
Yeah, but you're all better now.
Yeah, you're good.
What do you mean I'm all better? I don't even.
You get angry sometimes, you know.
Well, I have a ball to go to.
I mean, I just
Your
feel
mood
really
seems
guilty
to be
about
The
it.
viscerating.
night's almost
Va-
over.
vacillating, not viscerating.
Ooh, can we go?
vacillating.
Can we go to the ball?
Well,
Well, I don't think
it's
you
your
can
duty
go to the
do.
ball because if you do, I have a feeling some of you will be stuck the way you are.
I'm okay with it.
Well, if you're okay with it, you can come along, I suppose.
You may be okay with it, but not everyone else would be, and clearly Orkira wasn't even aware that she wasn't herself. So
Listen, all I need is a cauldron. I've already got a cat, a broomstick. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna start a shop called Todd's Cauldron of Everything. Avren's Cauldron of everything.
everyone's cauldron of
Cauldron.
everything.
Avren's
Avren thing.
Cauldron of Avren thing. It sounds
It's
made up.
Avren
Just Avren things.
Freely leaves and
Avren,
heads
I love
towards
that.
the.
I love that. I love a little like antique shop called Avren Things.
Freely leaves and heads towards the Wicker Man in the fountain.
Mhm.
I think
Last piece of the puzzle.
Oh,
I think it's really important that we get something to cure the curses for the two of you, because if we don't know how bad this is going to get, I mean, we saw what happened with Alyndra and we saw what was happening with Freely, and like both of you are cute right now, but if things get worse, then what could happen?
so you're
And as
saying we
you
need to
say
trick or
this,
treat?
oh yes, continue.
We need to trick or treat some more.
Trickle or treat?
As you say this, you also freely approach like a
So when you only get a
giant
little bit of candy. It's when
Wicker
you're trying
Man.
to keep your kids calm.
The
They
yeah,
trick or treat.
the trickle treat. Made out of bundles of wicker and dried wood. You see this like giant creature that towers above you freely.
I hit it with prestidigitation, set it on fire. I'm like, yeah, it seems about time.
It like
Freely.
groans, and as you set it on fire, it comes to life.
Oh, Freely,
And like
no.
kind of like begins like this weird dance. And as it does, it like bends down and says, "Oh my God, why every year? Why I put on fire year after year after year?" And he attempts in vain to like try to dip his hands in the fountain.
Oh, are you hot?
Oh, dying, dying.
Do you have candy? Do you have candy in there?
No, not inside me. I'm not a pinata. Oh God!
I mean, it doesn't hurt to try.
Somebody on fire.
I use prestidigitation to snuff it. I'm like, okay,
I
now
kind
look,
of feel bad for him.
Eh.
it's up to you. Then the next 30 seconds, we're gonna decide which way this is going. Because if I don't set you on fire, there's another guy that's gunning for you. So
Are you trick or treaters?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna have you bob for apples. Why are you setting me on fire?
See, Freely, this is why don't rush forward, because you set people on fire.
you cut your own hand and head off, and I just ignite my eyes with the Eldritch Blast. I'm all like, talk fast, Wicker Man.
They're the apples, the golden apples in the apple tanks. You can bob for them, and then they'll. That's your treat, the golden apple, please.
Oh, I'll get Alyndra, can I have the hand back? Hold on. I stick the hand in my mouth and I bob.
Mhm.
Or
Start
Kira,
bobbing for apples with my hand in my mouth.
or Kira, can you like do something about the fire? It doesn't.
I already
can
put him
make it-
out.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
I can light and snuff fire with
Ah.
prestidigitation. So it's like whoosh and whoosh.
Whoosh, whoosh.
Penelope, as he like kind of sits down and dips his like half burned wicker hand in a giant tub, you notice the tub is indeed a very large wooden tub covered in apples.
Get to go bobbing for apples, and we're looking for what? The golden one?
Yes, the golden one.
Oh, it's like trying to find a golden beetle. I'm so excited.
Yeah,
Well-
yeah, it's pretty great. I thought it was fun.
While they do that, I'm going to come up to the Wicker Man. And I'm going to try casting Mending. Will that actually help, or does this creature
Yeah.
need healing?
As you start casting mending, you notice like some of his like burnt little crackled wicker bits start to kind of come back together a little bit. Oh, that's very kind of you. It's very kind.
Listen, it's been a really long evening, and you
It
have
really
to
has.
you have to excuse my friend. You know, everybody was
Yeah,
kind
everybody says they hate my candy. They hate bobbing for apples. I don't know what the kids want these days. Apparently, all they want to do is set me on fire.
Oh, God.
That is the one thing that has consistently made people happy year
Listen,
after
as
year.
somebody who's an expert in setting things on fire, you should never do that to somebody who isn't attacking you. So, yeah, they'll take care of bobbing for apples, and you just stay here. And then, when we're done, you should go, because there's this guy. He's got a pumpkin head, and he's
Oh,
gonna
no.
throw it at you.
I paid some people to steal his head this year. Did that not happen?
Oh,
It
that's
did.
fantastic.
It did, and then we were the people who had to go retrieve it.
Why? What have I done to you?
We didn't know about you. We
What
didn't know
have
until
I done to you,
Wait.
people?
Wait.
apparently you had this whole backstory that none of
God.
us.
I'm leaving. There's golden apples in there. If you bob for them and find them and pull them out, they will turn into candy apples. You eat them, and that's your treat. I'm leaving. And
Wait,
you see him
hold-
like reach behind the fountain and pull up like a wicker suitcase and a wicker bindle.
But I'm so sorry for everyone. It's been a very long
Sorry.
night.
Sorry,
God,
Mr.
I've
Wicker
got
Man.
it. And you hear like a cackle And you see like a silhouette of a gentleman on a horse, like in the
Nope.
distance. He's like, "Oh God, no, not this."
Nope. I cast Phantom Steed, but I make
Your
a wicker
head is a-
horse.
Your head is underwater.
Oh, I don't.
Oh.
I'm very busy looking for a golden apple.
I believe you can breathe underwater though.
Yeah, I don't need to breathe. I
Mhm.
mean,
Have to
I ain't
breathe.
breathing.
So you make quick work of this. You dunk your head in. You can breathe. You see the golden apple. The hand in your mouth grabs for it because your hands are behind your back. The hand grabs it. You pull it out, and almost as soon as you pull it out and take it into your hand, it turns into a candied apple,
Ooh.
covered in swirls of chocolate and caramel, and just almost looks like glass, like a glass ornament.
Ooh, do I see the Headless Horseman now?
He's pretty far off in the distance.
Okay, so I don't.
Yeah. You see like a vague silhouette. It's very far away.
But I see the tantrum that the Wicker Man is having right now. Like
The
his
Wicker Man has picked up his wicker suitcase and his bindle and is leaving.
No,
leaving
please,
town for
just,
good.
Just wait. I'm so sorry. It's been a very long night. We woke up and we've been transformed. It was not something we were expecting. We're still adjusting. We're trying to take care of things. Please, I'm so
Okay.
sorry if we offended you.
No, it's okay. It's the fire is just a bit much every year.
Do you want to ride out of town?
No, it's I like living here.
Oh.
It's just every year. Ever since that year I gave out circus peanuts, they've just never forgiven me.
Oh.
And
yeah,
they've
that's-
set me
Ah,
on
you know.
fire
You know-
every year.
You know what
Yeah,
the
that-
solution
yeah.
is the full-size candy bars.
Hellish
Mhm.
rebuke.
Do that
I
for a
thought
little
the
while. You
caramel
become
apples
the
would
best
do it
house
this
in
year.
the best stop on the route. So I've
Mhm.
heard.
I don't
Oh.
understand.
In
how
my
our circus-
limited experiences of
That's fair.
doing
Penelope,
this.
here, you might eat the apple.
I want to find my own.
Oh, okay, find your own. Do you want to stick my hand in your mouth so you can find one easy?
No.
Penelope, you dunk your head in. What's your approach here?
I'm gonna cast shape water, and I'm going to change the opacity of the water to be as clear as
Ah,
possible so I can see the golden
yeah.
apple.
You dunk your head in, and it is like you're looking through air,
Yes.
and you see a shimmering golden apple at the bottom of the pool
I grab for it.
with your mouth.
Yeah.
Give me a dexterity saving throw. I was gonna say sleight of hand, but you're not using your hand.
Okay. It's 13.
You do it. You dive in. You see almost all of Penelope's legs go over the edge of the edge of the trough, but she doesn't fall all the way in. And when she comes up, absolutely drenched, you see a perfect candy apple in her mouth.
Hey.
I'll eat it.
As you bite in, you could just taste the sweetness of the apple, the sweetness of the caramel. It sticks to your mouth, and then as you swallow, it sticks all the way down, and then you start to feel your body change.
Oh.
And the fur just kind of melts into your skin. And as you touch your face, you feel your face again.
Am I still cute?
Of
Absolutely.
course.
Okay.
Totally. Well, we're all cured, everyone. So let's
No,
move
Avren,
on.
you gotta eat
Always.
yours.
Wait. Now you
I
gotta
did.
eat
Look,
the
I
apple,
just,
Avren.
Nope,
Look,
you're still green.
No.
Just
Cat.
do not
Cat,
make me
tell them
tackle
I'm
you.
fine.
Yeah.
No, wait,
right.
hold on.
I
Hold on
don't
a
think
second.
they can hear me, chap.
Oh shit. You can't hear the cat?
We can hear the cat, but all it does is go meow, 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 meow.
Do
Listen,
I see the golden apple?
Well, it turns into a candy apple when you take it out of the trough.
right.
So he's holding a candy apple.
You have to eat the apple, or you're gonna make Sofieus cry.
Also,
Sophia's?
I'm almost out of makeup, so unless you really want to look like a witch for the rest of your days.
I'm going to eat the apple. I just want it to be known that I was very excited to be a witch. I've been a warlock for so long. I thought I would see what the other side was like. All right, I'm eating the apple now.
As you
Thank
eat
you.
the apple, you see, your nose falls off onto the
Oh!
ground, and then like bursts into like almost like a bunch of little worms that go into the dirt.
Oh,
I
Ooh.
super eldritch blast that.
no, try to catch him! Catch him!
My
Catch
nose
him all!
worms.
Gotta get
My
him all!
nose worms.
And as you're saying, those are my nose worms, you feel like you see your hands kind of turn back to normal, And then you see the kitty like raise one mangled paw to its head and say, "Bye-bye, daddy-o." And
No,
then
let's
just, like,
hang out.
starts to you feel like it's still there, but you just can't see it anymore.
Goodbye, very posh cat.
Oh.
He was very cool cat.
We did it.
Okay,
And
so
you
Like,
it's almost
did
like
we?
the world like melts away at that point as Avren eats the apple, and you wake up in your own beds feeling completely reconstituted and normal, almost like it was a dream. In fact, you think it might have been a dream until you feel something crinkling under your pillow. And when you look underneath it, you find a satchel with 3 taffies in it. And what they do, well, you're not quite sure.
I'm already eating them if it's breakfast time.
You don't have time to do it because it's the end of our episode.
Oh, okay.
Just gonna say I immediately run to Alyndra's room to make sure she's alive, but yes, we'll come back to that.
And that is where we will call an end to our 2-part Halloween special.
Yay!
Ah,
that was so much
so
fun.
That was fantastic.
With your goodie bags of taffy candy.
Yeah.
Officially spookerific.
I feel so bad
Putting
for
it-
the Wicker Man.
Yeah, I know.
People set him on fire every year.
Is
He
it?
only gave out circus peanuts one time.
I really do like
He'll
circus
never make
peanuts.
that mistake again.
I
You
really
like
do.
circus peanuts?
I do. I think they're really good.
Of course you
They're
do.
like nice and soft. Yeah, chewy. It's like I
You
really
know-
felt for the Wicker Man because I'm like, oh,
All that fire's burned up your tongue and taste buds. Nope. Mm-mm.
Nah, yeah.
So
I
good.
I should have called that. I think Orkira likes Werther's originals too.
Wait, you don't like Werther's?
I got nothing against
Werther's
Werther's
are
originals. Yeah,
delicious.
yeah, the butterscotch.
Ah, they
Why are
take
you
too long.
coming for Werther's, Todd?
Yeah.
Why am I coming for Werther's? Because 90-year-old antediluvian vampires like to give it away for
you say that
It's
like
like
it's a bad
Freedent.
thing.
Like
but not the
Freedent.
cool one. I'm sorry, I just don't like them.
I'm sorry.
Mhm.
If 90-year-old antediluvian vampires are giving away Werther's candy, they are the cool ones.
I'm with you on candy corn though.
You
Yeah,
object
candy
to
corn's
maple syrup?
Death.
Am I the
Because
only
that's-
person
that's
that
that
likes
old.
candy corn?
I like candy
love
corn.
candy
corn's awesome. Corn is
corn.
awesome.
Thank
Either
God.
the
Thank
candy
God.
corn or like the mallow corn. Or
Might as well
yeah,
just
all
chew
of
on
it's
a
good.
candle, you know, just like unwrap the candy and eat
I
the
don't care.
plastic.
Fresh. Have you had them fresh?
They're so good.
No.
Fresh-
They don't
Wait, is
exist
there
fresh.
fresh candy
Yeah.
corn? Because I thought they
Yes.
stopped making it in the
There
1930s.
is. Lauren knows. Lauren knows. Meagan knows. When you get a fresh bag of candy corn
Yep.
right at the beginning of Halloween, it's just like I have this theory that the pumpkin Reese's peanut butter cups are better because they're seasonal. Because the peanut butter in them tastes different than your.
Mhm.
It does.
Your
You're right.
year-round
It's a little
peanut butter.
sweeter. Although I do
is.
I like the ridged edges of the original
Me too.
circular shape.
Yeah,
I do
No.
too, but
I just feel like
apparently
the chocolate's fresher for the pumpkin ones, but maybe I'm crazy.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Have you ever had the novelty size Reese's peanut butter cup where it's the filling is unproportional to the chocolate coating?
I haven't had
it's
that.
the size of my head. It's not good. I would not
Oh,
recommend.
I bought that for you. That's
Oh.
right.
Yes, you did.
I had
so
the one
3
that
pound
had
Reese's?
Reese's Pieces on the inside, and I didn't like that one either.
There's
thought
Smarties.
it
They
Oh, yeah,
tasted
taste
those are
great.
weird.
Yeah, it sounded great, and then I had it, and I was like, no, don't like it.
It sounds good in theory.
Yeah.
Smarties feels like your first drug as a kid. You like unravel it, and then you eat them, and they're and then all of a
Those
sudden you're
pixie
just like,
sticks.
Mhm.
It's pixie sticks, but
Oh
the
my
same principle.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you're
or
just super
dots
messed
that
up.
candy was just on
Dots.
paper. And you
I
end up just
love
eating
the dots.
paper. I love
Remember
them
the
too, but you just end up eating paper.
remember the
Yeah.
cigarettes, the gum inside
do.
the paper with the
Oh,
Yeah,
powder
where
in
powdered
it.
sugar and you
Yeah,
could puff
yeah,
it. Yeah, they
yeah.
stopped selling the. Oh no, I think they might still be available. They in bulk stopped selling them because
Man, when I was
they
in
didn't want
elementary
kids.
school, we had a trip to Old Sacramento, and one of the places there was like this candy shop, and a bunch of kids got detention for getting those. I remember my mom didn't let me, but like that was like a big deal, and I was like, well, how? There was just like a candy store.
Did they roll them up
It's
in their
just candy.
sleeves?
Yeah, but it was like,
Yeah.
you know,
Their hair
Dare,
like
I'm
greasers.
old.
Yeah.
Dare was big when I was a kid, so it was
Yeah.
like, you know, no smoking.
Yeah,
smoking for
everything was a
losers,
gateway
you know?
to heroin.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you were
Yeah.
in the 80s, it was you just had gum, well, then you're gonna try
Heroin.
Like
Uh-huh.
it was,
Mhm.
there was no way.
Heroin.
It was, oh, you thought about like having a sip of alcohol, you're
Yeah.
die of
Heroin.
heroin
Oh,
over
Yeah.
God.
You
Did you
pregnant
have
and
3
then
I got
heroin.
Tylenol?
heathen candy
Heroin.
too, though. While I
Heroin.
was there, I definitely got heathen candy. It wasn't like the cigarettes, the gum cigarettes. It was like the unreasonably large Jawbreaker. I got one of those.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Those aren't
That
good.
everyone was no, they're
What
not.
do you do with those?
You
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 just
wrap it in plastic,
lick
and
on
lick
on
it
'em
for
for
Yeah.
7 days.
months.
And then you
Destroy
take
your
a
teeth.
hammer and you destroy it so that it's tiny
Wait,
little
that's-
shards.
That's
That's
more
really
fun.
smart.
Yeah.
Until
never
you
did
cut your
that?
tongue on one.
I
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
thought to
Literally,
do that.
We would do
I-
that with the
Like
giant
break it like a coconut.
Mhm.
or you'd get those huge candy canes that are like this big.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Whack them with a hammer, and then you just
Yeah.
have shards of
Candy
peppermint.
shards.
Yeah, no,
Mhm.
I grew up on a farm with Christmas tree farm. This candy canes are the most dangerous weapon.
They get
Yes,
sharp.
they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
This was an
they're
amazing episode. I'm not
unsafe.
gonna lie, I was having a rough night, and then we did this, and
This was
Thank
so
you.
fun.
thank
Thank
every
you.
single one of you.
Thank
for
you,
being So
everyone.
wonderful, because I was a grouch at the beginning, and these people stuck with me through my
Mhm.
grouchiness. So thank you all for being.
We're in this
such a
together.
pleasure
Yes.
and just being so wonderful. I appreciate it. You're all fabulous, and I'm glad we got to drag Halloween's corpse an extra couple of days.
I wasn't ready for it to be over. Todd and I went on vacation. On our way back,
I saw
We
your
saw-
photos from the beach. That was beautiful.
oh, thank you. There were feral bunnies everywhere, and it was fantastic. But on
And
our way out,
Bats and
on our-
bats everywhere.
I love
See,
bats.
we fed the
Yes.
bats.
We
I
fed
love
I love
bats.
bats.
I learned
Bats
how
are
to
the
make
best.
friends with them.
Oh,
Aw.
Um,
You feed them like everything else. You do-
yeah, you feed
the
them.
way to friendship with anything on the planet, food.
I almost tamed a wild hunting hawk
Oh wow,
when I lived in India.
Wow.
Really?
that is
Yeah.
awesome.
Like how?
Yeah. So like in India, your rooftops are flat. So you can go up to the roof. And we used to go up there to hang our clothes on a clothesline, like we're living in a third world country, but it's fine. Because we didn't really have a dryer, but we had a washing machine. So I'd hang the clothes up there on the clothesline. And there was this hawk that would just be chilling there. And it was huge. It was a bodge, which I think is like the Indian ghostling hawk or something like that. It was huge. And I had it in my head where I was like, I'm going to befriend this hawk. And my dad's like, that's crazy illegal. Don't do that. But we used to have like leftover chicken parts we'd give our German Shepherd. And I started taking them up there and like tossing them to him. And it
Ah,
eventually got to where I could chill next to him and he would be cool with it.
that's
But
awesome.
I couldn't touch him, because it's a wild
Yeah.
animal. But like I could like lean next to him and he would be like,
Sup?
That's so cool.
but like
That's
I
the
could never
best.
get really close. And apparently you're not supposed to feed them handfuls of raw meat. Apparently don't do what I do. But I was young. I was like 13 or 14. You felt that. So you learned something
Well,
about me.
that's what
today.
Y'all
happens
wanted to be-
when you tell a 13 or 14-year-old not to do something. They want
Yeah.
to do it.
And listen, we all wanted to be the Beastmaster when we were young.
Yes.
And like there's a giant hawk. So
That is
Who does-
awesome.
yeah, right. And I used to read a lot of Animorphs, and I was like,
Oh yeah,
Did you
You've
name
got
it?
no, because I didn't feel like I was. Todd, I was
but
a
it might be
vegetarian.
Tobias, so you have to
okay?
take care of it.
I was a vegetarian that meditated for 2 hours a day. I was like, I don't own this hawk. I have no
Right,
right to
right.
name it.
Yeah, gotcha.
Wow, you're very enlightened for a young teen.
Now I'd be
awesome.
like, I name you Bartholomew. But when I was 14, I was like, I do not possess this hawk, therefore it is not mine to name.
That's super cool.
Let's get these wonderful
but
people.
chicken parts.
This one was named Gregor.
Well, you don't want the unnamed hawk to go hungry. It's
Mhm.
important.
True. That's true. Let's introduce these wonderful people one last time. Go follow them. Go support their work. They are fabulous. Lauren, take it away.
Hi, I'm Lauren Urban. I'm the community manager for D&D Beyond. You can find me wherever D&D Beyond is sold. I actually do want to talk about something else. I'm going to be DMing for one of the games that's happening this weekend on Sunday, November 8th. Rock Punch ATL, which is the channel that does D4, which is a show that we love. They're doing a whole big Extra Life charity event, and I'm actually DMing the 4 p.m. Eastern game. It's the third game of this like 14-hour epic thing. So come by on Sunday, donate to an amazing cause, and you'll see Tarask and snacks.
That's so cool.
Exciting.
Snacks. Oh my
That is a
God.
far
You know what?
superior
Now there will
version of
also there will also be Tarask snacks. It's a Tarask, comma, and snacks, but now there will also be snacks in the shape of a little Tarask as well. Done.
That is a
I-
demonstrable improvement to Netflix and chill. Tarask and snacks.
Tarask and
Yes.
snacks. Yes.
Todd.
I'm Todd Kenreck. I play Avren, and I'm the creative manager at D&D Beyond.
Ho-
I like bats.
Oh, sorry.
Aw.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
there.
that's fine. I was a little slow. You don't know when I'm going to stop.
Hope.
Hi, I'm Hope LaVelle. You can follow me on Twitter at the Hope LaVelle, and you can also find me playing D&D on Attackers of Opportunity, wherever podcasts are found.
I was waiting for you to say sold, but it's
I
free.
know. I always
Streamed,
do.
available,
Meagan.
distributed.
Hello, everybody. I'm Meagan
Back from the
Kenreck.
ocean.
Back from the ocean,
From the
hanging out,
ocean.
from hanging out at Haystack Rock
Haystack Rock.
and petting our
Good
feral,
spot, eh?
feral bunnies and feeding our feral bats.
Bonus.
Boldness.
Sorry,
Nice
I'm
to
going
take
happy to
point.
have my
you.
imperial stout now. That's good. I'm fine. We made it through the show. Continue.
We did it. No, that's it.
That's it.
That's it. I'm Meagan Kenreck. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch, and I like bunnies and bats.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
I'm still in my actress mode. Be Dave.
Dave Walters, say words about things. I'm allegedly on break for the next 2 weeks, but not really. So doing like something every day. 2 charity things, Saturday and Sunday. Even I don't remember. Just follow me on Twitter at Dave Walters. I'm always somewhere doing something.
Like
And tonight I'm going to be
literally
doing.
one of the hardest working people I know. And I
Absolutely.
have an infinite, but you're still such an infinite font of energy and upliftment to everyone around you. And I just want to say
Well,
you're
thank you.
These
And now,
these
You're a
people
treasure.
are like, just for really quickly, these people are the most supportive, wonderful, incredible crew of human beings like you could ever ask for. Ever.
And
right
I'm
back
here.
at you, man. Well, there's Todd. No,
And then
Todd's a
there's Todd.
sweet boy. No, and here, this is me being maximally supportive because I'll start saying sweet things about Todd and I'll make him cry in public. So I won't do that. I just want you to know this is me supporting you by not actually supporting you.
Well played.
That's very meta.
supportive and wonderful. And I think I saw an announcement for a new show today, Jen.
Yeah. Hey, I am Jen Kretchmer. You can find me on Twitter as DreamWisp. You can find me on Twitch as DreamWispJen. I am also the creator of the Accessibility and Tabletop Gaming Toolkit, which you can find on my pinned tweet. Tomorrow, I am giving a conversation at UC Merced. You can find that at 5:30 p.m. on twitch.tv/onlyplaywizards. And then I am going to be part of a Haunted West actual play, which is Chris Spivey's new game. Chris created Harlem Unbound, which if you have heard anything I've talked about in the last couple of months, I am obsessed with his work. It's phenomenal. And
Harlem
it's an
Unbound's fun. I've only played it once, but it was a good
Oh,
time.
it's so good. It's such a good system. The book is phenomenal. And Haunted West is doing the Old West with all sorts of cool stuff happening, magic and monsters and, you know, an alternate history, like just so much neat stuff. So that starts November 15th. That's going to be an ongoing campaign. And I think those are the only things that have been announced. I don't know. Lots of things. There's stuff. It's fun. It's wonderful. Take care of each other right now and be extra
Yeah.
kind.
Be extra kind.
Yes, yes. The opposite of kind. Hi, hello. I'm that bronze girl.
Which is not true.
Not true at all.
False.
I know. People say I'm mean, but I don't think I am. Yeah, I'm streaming. We've got the final episode of Eclipse coming out soon, so it's your chance to binge watch it if you haven't already. It's this fun science fiction show I do with my very good friends Alex Ward and Josephine McAdam. I am also aiming and hoping that December will be the launch of my Black Adder inspired campaign called Cutlasses, which is a co-op campaign with just me and my lady friend, and we're going to gallivant about the countryside as immortals. So come hang out for that.
That entire sentence was beautiful.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was fantastic.
That was the best sentence said today, and
Me
I
and
love you for
Blackadder
it.
go well together, really well. Yeah, it's called cut lasses, like because cut lasses will cut you, but
We got
also
it.
cutlasses.
That was amazing.
I
That's
love
so
it.
It
cool.
That's
works on a
amazing.
lot of levels. I'm pretty impressed with it. And yeah, you can find me on Twitch where I stream every day. Thank you so much for supporting this show. Thank you so much for hanging out with us all the time. It has been my great pleasure to close out Halloween for you, unless you're going to continue to celebrate, in which case, more power to you.
I mean, there's that taffy. That taffy is
Mhm,
sitting there.
mhm.
It's true. It is sitting there.
Yep.
Good night, everyone. Take care of yourselves.
Good
and each other.
night.
Good night.
Love you all. Bye.